Sometimes you see a team on the second of a back-to-back have their legs early. Taves inside, a quick shot on starter Stuart Skinner. He makes the save on Perfetti. And kind of a last-second decision, try to thread it through to Nugent Hopkins. Did not pan out. McDavid a hat trick on Thursday. And a short side stuff eventually taken by DeMello up to Gabe Valardi. Handled by Zach Hyman, who scored on a breakaway last night. Shovels down low to McDavid. He and Draisaitl both 4-point games on Thursday. McDavid tried to feather that one through and almost got it to Emberson. That was a minefield. He tried to get it in there.
Yeah, a little patience too there by McDavid just to wait. He had a little time.
Hyman took the hit to make the play. McDavid a shot, save, rebound, score! Ryan Nugent-Hopkins the finish. It starts with the willingness to take some punishment, and then Nugent-Hopkins finishes the play with his 7th of the year, 1-0 Edmonton.
And once he gets his pockets in high gear, quick little drop into the middle, with speed, little stop. Once he stops there, it's a separation. And we've talked about this, the hat trick. Last game, it's the shooting mentality of Connor McDavid. That shot results in a juicy rebound off of Comrie's right pad. Guess who's there? Ryan Nugent-Hopkins to get there first and jam it home for a 1-0 lead.
Sandberg, and here comes Kyle Connor. 6 30-goal campaigns to Valardi. Beautiful dish, shot Scheifele, and that handcuff Skinner, but he made the save. Rebound popped out to Sandberg. His shot blocked by Bouchard. A strike to Draisaitl. It's a breakaway. Draisaitl backhander score. 2-0 Edmonton.
A couple chances in the slot by the Jets. That one's taken away on the ensuing play. Gone is Leon Draisaitl on the stretch pass. And him and Seavoy are right there. It's Bouchard that threads this up. Mangiapane is there with him.
Back to Draisaitl in his office. Deep in that right circle. Slithers up top and then turned it over. Perfetti with an easy steal and a flip toward the Edmonton line. Draisaitl, the puck carrier. Podkolzin, an excellent shot. Save, Connery. Rebound, popped home. Matt Seavoy, who had 2 goals on Thursday, scores his 3rd in 2 games. And Edmonton has raced out to a 3-0 lead.
This is all because of the transitional play once again. Watch this. As soon as this puck turns over, Draisaitl quickly turns. He's up the ice. And then that from there on the entry into the zone, it's a nice play by Podkolzin. He gives it to Ekholm, who takes this sharp angle shot and drive to the net. Similar to Nugent-Hopkins getting the inside track, the smaller Seavoy gets inside on Lowry, and he chops this one home on the backhand side. 3-0 Edmonton. There's a timeout, rightfully so, by Scott Arniel beside me.
Nurse to Regula. Boy, Kyle Connor doesn't need much time, does he, Louis?
He's got quick hands. One of the most prolific scorers since he was drafted in 2015.
McDavid a shot to save. Connery rebound available. And Darnell Nurse, who had wandered down low, unable to stuff it home. Nugent-Hopkins to Hyman. Inside to McDavid. Regula was backdoor instead. It's Nurse down the slot. A save. Connery and a rebound for a moment. Second in the league with 8 power play goals. McDavid has 5. Nice corral by Nugent-Hopkins. He'll get it back a second time for Bouchard. Give it up for McDavid. Hard to the net. Tries a one-timer. Ripped and scored. Evan Bouchard extends Edmonton's lead to 4-0.
Good keep-in by Nugent-Hopkins. On this one right here, could have easily gone out of the zone with a good stick by DeMello to get a little piece of it. But once it sets up, comes from high to low, back out to Draisaitl. You typically expect him to one time, then a big malfunction at the junction in front of the net here. You're going to see Hyman on the doorstep. And as Comrie comes exploding out, anticipating that one-timer from Draisaitl, there's nowhere for him to go but a wall. I mean, it's a wide-open net for Bouchard. In 7 games for Winnipeg, so almost that home game feels a little bit like an extension of the road trip, but it is nice to reset quickly at home.
Emerson to Janmark, but you're right, when you arrive the day before, Lazar shoots and scores. Greeting Milic with Edmonton's 5th goal of the night. Curtis Lazar is 2nd of the year. and the Oilers continue to pour it on.
Trying to drive this puck into the zone by Emerson. He's the one that carries it over the line. A little stop up by Janmark in the spin, and it's the trailer Lazar that's in the high slot as he kind of funnels into the middle. Right-handed shot, could have one-time this, but it's a little behind him, so he's got to risk it.
Fiercely fought between Frederick and Pearson. And now Frederick the other way to the net. Shot stopped, rebound available. Play ruled onside as Iafallo backs his way in. Feeds Scheifele, re-shot score underneath the bar, and the Jets are on the board at 5-1.
They're going to take a look at this to my right on the entry into the zone, but what a shot by Scheifele to stick in a flash. Here's the pass up the ice.
Precedes. He doesn't have possession. Yeah, this will come back. That's why I said ruled onside.
Absolutely.
That was a little hint.
It looked like it was all in one motion, but tough one here. And this is kind of the night. We think this is going to come back, but this isn't. I mean, this is top-notch here by Scheifele, who's had a terrific season this year.
Yeah, there's the challenge. He just doesn't have possession. Scheifele, absolutely a rip job upstairs, but
again, our first take is that this is going to be offside because he's sliding.
Precedes, doesn't have possession. Yeah, that's offside. Here's Cody Beach.
After Edmonton's coach's challenge, it was determined the play was offside. We have no goal.
That goes back to 2017. Jets and the Oilers met in the playoffs in 2021. Here's a steal by Connor, a wrist shot. And that stayed out. Connor ended that series, by the way. Ekholm's stick exploded on him. Here's Kyle Connor. Beautiful move around Bouchard. Dishes off. Scheifele backdoor. And that one will count. Gabe Valardi. Beautifully executed three-way passing play. And Valardi finishes for his 13th to bring it back to 5-1.
Over the glove, dings the bar there on the left-hand side. And then it's Connor on the entry with a beautiful little move to the middle. Backhand pass to Scheifele, and he one-touches it to Valardi backdoor, who taps it home. A lot of movement on this play into the...
Pierre-Luc Dubois went to L.A. Valardi came to Winnipeg. Here's a backdoor feed. What a save by Stuart Skinner on Vlad Nemestikov. Otherwise, things get interesting here in a hurry. Nemestikov inside, another save, that time on Scheifele. No one, as we talked about, this is a better laden team.
And sometimes it takes a little while in a back-to-back schedule they've had here to kind of get things going. And you're down, so you say, why not? Let's go have a period.
Just took it from Pionk. Kulak steps up, dishes off, gets it back, and rips it off the shoulder of Milic. And then the rebound backhanded just wide by Zach Hyman.
For Stuart Skinner.
Nemestikov trapped by Frederick and Lazar. It's turned over, centered, and there's the finish. Tomashik makes it 6-1 Edmonton. Scratched the last couple, and as he did in Washington the last time he had been scratched for a few games, the goal.
Well, he has a nose around the net. There's no question about that, and that's why the Oilers signed him and brought him in from Sweden, where he was the best player on his team and in the league. And here he just gets to the spot. Good job and good work here by Frederick on the forecheck. Secondary pressure by Lazar. Turns it back, and then a quick pass and a hard one by Frederick. Tomashik gets to the space on time, and the quick hands in tight.
These two will see one another after Christmas. And I don't think either will arrive in a festive mood. Here's Cole Kepke, a wraparound, and he banked it in. And that's goals on back-to-back nights for Kepke, who had not scored as a Winnipeg Jet.
They've come out, and I know, like the fourth line doesn't play as much as other lines. They should have a little more energy in a back-to-back situation, which they do. They had 2 goals last night in the game against the Buffalo Sabres in a 4-1 win. And this is just, again, mucking and grinding, bringing pucks to the net. 3 big guys in the fourth.
Podkolzin on the Draisaitl as we dip inside. 2 minutes to play. Leon Draisaitl. There's the one-timer towed aside. Nemestikov, a hit on Regula. Lazar, Nurse, and Niederreiter jawed one another. The seconds tick off. as the players
potential threats and create safe experiences at hockey games and wherever people gather. Visit Rogers Place to experience Evolve live or check out evolve.com for more information. That's EVOLV.com.
Hey Edmonton, big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
This is Rogers Game Night on the Oilers Radio Network.
Just getting a little bit of juice back. The schedule's been crazy for everyone, but our schedule there was a little bit wild, and I think guys were feeling it. But nice to be home for a little bit. Nice to get a couple of rest days in. It's practice time. It all helps.
There you go. Welcome back, everybody. Rogers Game Night from the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. And we bring aboard our Inside the Game analyst, Rob. Rob, do you see what Gene Principe is wearing right now, by the way? I mean, that is a... Wow. He's going with the 80s look, obviously.
Yeah, it's different.
It's different.
It's different. He can pull it off. I'm not sure you and I would be able to pull that off, but he can.
No. All right. For the Edmonton Oilers, this is Game 4 of a 5-game homestand, second consecutive game against the team that played last night. Sabres lost a useful score in Jason Zucker in last night's game, and as it stands right now, Josh Norris appears to be a scratch for today's game as well. That's their second-line center. They don't have Kesselring, who's a second-pairing right shot D. And they're all that being said, it hasn't mattered other than one 8-3 blowout victory for the Oilers here a couple of years ago against St. Louis or against the Buffalo Sabres. The Oilers have struggled against this team, Rob, over the years.
Well, if you go back to the game that these two teams played a few weeks ago, the Buffalo Sabres were missing about 6 players in that game and came out and gave the Oilers, I believe, the worst loss of the season. That was, if you look at who they were playing against, that was one of the low points of the year for the Oilers. So this Buffalo Sabre team, they've got a pretty good back end. They have iffy goaltending, but they have sporadic play up front. They got Tage Thompson, who's all world, but after that, it gets a little thin on who's going to score goals. And it's right now a team lacking confidence. And we saw the Oilers earlier this year when they were lacking confidence, when they were not playing as well as they are capable of. When they fell behind in hockey games, the entire bench would deflate. And they had a hard time getting back into those games, and that's what the Oilers have to do tonight. Get a lead on the Buffalo Sabres. The Oilers have been really good as of late starting games. They start well against the Sabres and they, get it 1-0, 2-0. The Buffalo Sabres legs will get a little bit tired and you'll start looking on their faces and they'll have that look of like, here we go again. So the start in this hockey game is so big for the Edmonton Oilers.
All right, and that's the Ford Keys to the Game, brought to you by Ford, the official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Rob, in 30 seconds or less. Was Buffalo a team you used to score on back in the day?
Buffalo was a weird one because it was always a quiet rink and it was a dark rink.
Yeah.
So it was hard. The one thing I do remember about playing in Buffalo, Mario at one point was chasing Wayne Gretzky's record for 51 games in a row with a point. And Mario, that was he's in the early 40s, but his back was so bad that the trainer had to tie his skates every game. And it was in Buffalo, the middle of the second period, when he just couldn't handle the pain anymore, and he just skated off the ice. That's my memory of Buffalo.
More with Rob Brown, first and second intermissions with Brendan Escott. The Oilers Holiday in OilCountry 50/50 presented by Rogers is now live. Play now for a chance to win more than 100 prizes, including signed game day used Ryan Nugent-Hopkins stick and a River Cree Ultimate Staycation. Get your tickets at EdmontonOilers.com/50/50 for more chances to win. Cam Moon is ready to go, and he's up next with the call of the Edmonton Oilers against the Buffalo Sabres, live from Rogers Place on 40 Oilers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca. If you ever find yourself needing collision repair, CarStar is here to help make accidents unhappen. Any make, any model. That said, there are some accidents CarStar can't make unhappen, such as accidentally waking a hibernating bear, accidentally biting into a raw habanero pepper, accidentally throwing a Frisbee at a beehive.
CarStar, Canada's trusted collision repair expert, is here to make car accidents unhappen. For a location near you, visit carstar.ca.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oiler fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
In OilCountry, winning on the ice goes hand in hand with winning off the ice. With the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50 presented by Rogers, winning can mean both a life changed and a life saved. Because every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. And with the largest jackpots in all of sports, you could become Alberta's next millionaire. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com. Because when you play, all of OilCountry wins.
AGLC license number 744517.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else.
Spectacular!
Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
All of us come and with glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
This is OilCountry.
McDavid Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
The Edmonton Oilers host the Buffalo Sabres here at Rogers Place. Good evening, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Aiden Gannon. We are the Oilers Radio Network as the Oilers and the Sabres here at Rogers Place starting lineup brought to you by Coventry Homes. Building a home or a championship team, it happens one shift, one brick at a time. Coventry Homes, never done building, proudly celebrating 50 years. For the Oilers, up front, Leon Draisaitl with Vasily Podkolzin and Matt Seavoy. On defense, Matthias Ekholm and Evan Bouchard. In goal, it's Stuart Skinner. For the Sabres, Tyson Kozak in the middle with Josh Doan and Zach Benson up front. On defense, Matthias Samuelsson and Rasmus Dahlin. In goal, it's Colton Ellis. The referees, Eric Furlat and Stephen Hiff. Jesse Markey and Tyson Baker. They're on the lines. We dropped the puck. We're underway here at Rogers Place as it goes deep into Buffalo territory. And Dahlin in behind his net. To Samuelsson on the left. Through the middle off the stick of Kozak. And the puck at the Edmonton blue line. Shot in by Benson. Rims around up near the point where Dahlin will keep it in. Skinner's got to come out of his net and play it. For Ekholm, now on the left wing to Draisaitl up near the blue line, but kept in by Doan. Ekholm, cross to Bouchard. Bouchard on the right. Third and defenseman scoring coming into tonight's action. Drops it back behind the net to Matthias Ekholm, and both teams will make changes. On the right wing, now McDavid through the middle to Nugent Hopkins. A pass goes off, a stick comes into the Buffalo end. Byram on the left wing. The left side to Thompson. Thompson into the Oilers zone. Stops left wing, top of the circle to the blue line to Byram. He'll shoot it, and that just goes wide of the Edmonton goal. Tuck over to the right wing, but his pass right onto the stick of McDavid. Now to Nugent Hopkins. He's being pressured. Nurse to help out. Up the left wing for McDavid. He'll get it out, and it's center ice on the right side. It's Zach Hyman. Shoot the puck, and it'll rim in behind the Sabre goal. Bryson on the end boards. Left side to Krebs. Krebs can get it out and down the left wing to Quinn. Quinn will drive towards the net, puts it off the outside of the goal. The puck on the left wing. Ryan McLeod, the former Oiler. Right side to Roseanne. In behind the net to Quinn. In front of the goal, that goes off an Oilers stick to the left wing point. Bryson in the middle on the blue line to Power. Now on the right, McLeod to the middle. A shot and a pad save made by Skinner. He booted that out and it goes to the line, and Edmonton able to get it out. David back into his own end to Regula. Regula lost an edge. Puck's underneath him. McLeod's trying to dig it out. And it is Regula to get control of it for Edmonton. And he'll go high in the air and out with it. 2 minutes gone here in a scoreless first. Puck bounces into the Buffalo zone on the right wing. Henrique behind the net and in behind the goal. Tied up was Mangiapane. Loose puck to Power. Now to Beck Malenstein for the Sabres, and he's up the right wing. Cross ice pass. Gave it to Greenway. He'll dump it in. Skinner rips it around the glass. Henrique knocks it down. Across to Ty Emberson on the right wing.
Buffalo with 3 really good forechecking shifts. The Oilers got to ratchet up the intensity here a bit. Buffalo's come to play early.
Kulak through the middle. Right onto the tape of Lazar. He'll dump it in, and it's in behind the Buffalo goal. Lazar's able to recover it himself. He's in behind the net. He's been worked over a little bit on the end boards. It's in his skate. Boots it over to the right wing side. Near the top of the circle, Tomashik got it to the corner, but that's it. Samuelson up the boards to the blue line where Bouchard will keep it in. In behind the net to Frederick. Frederick centering pass. That one broken up. Dahlin out of the right wing corner. Comes up the right side for Buffalo. Bounces it to the Edmonton blue line. Bouchard across to Matthias Ekholm. 3:15 gone here in a scoreless first. Now to Draisaitl. Into the Buffalo end to Podkolzin. Wraps the puck on the left. Savoy let it go back to the blue line. Ekholm to Savoy. Now out to Podkolzin. To Ekholm. Across to Bouchard. Just missed him with a pass, and a puck comes out of the zone. Oilers bring it right back in, though. It's Podkolzin through the middle. Podkolzin to the left side. Nurse down the left wing. A little pass and a shot and a save made by Ellis. And the puck to the left wing corner. Savoy to the blue line. To Regula. To Matt Savoy. A shot. That's off a stick. And Tuck will get it up the right wing to Thompson. He will clear it out. And the puck in the neutral zone. Tuck will dump it in. McLeod will get to it in the right wing corner of the Oiler end. McLeod, his pass blocked by Nurse. Goes to the right side. Right wing corner was Quinn. Couldn't get it in front of the Edmonton net, and it's McDavid to bring it out. Now he's through the middle. McDavid over the Sabre line to Hyman. Goes to the right wing corner. Up against the boards. Samuelson got it free. Over to the right wing. Hyman crashed into McLeod, but McLeod can get it across to Samuelson and out. Matthias Ekholm at center to Hyman. Just missed him with the pass. Dahlin will get it up the left wing to center. We'll give it to McLeod. He'll dump it in.
Well, Lindy Ruff's going to love the first 5 minutes of his team's game tonight because the Oilers have not had much going here.
Bouchard to Matthias Ekholm. Drill the puck into the Sabre end. We're almost 5 minutes into a scoreless first as Malenstein winds it up the right wing for Buffalo. At the Edmonton blue line, it's chopped into the Oiler bench. But the Sabres, last night, 7-4 loss to Calgary. 2 empty net goals. Well, but they got some jump here early.
Yeah, they do. Some interesting comments. Tage Thompson, I know he thought they played pretty well last night. I mean, we watched that game, and it seemed to me every time that they sort of worked their way back into the game, they had an egregious giveaway or gave up a free goal or took a penalty. But frankly, the back half of the game against Winnipeg, when the Oilers were up 5-1, I thought the Jets really kind of took it to Edmonton physically. And a good start here for Buffalo. The Oilers got to ratchet up their intensity a little bit.
Face-off just outside the Edmonton blue line. Oilers are at home Thursday as they host Detroit before heading on the road for 5 straight. As Dunn's able to flip it into the right wing corner of the Edmonton zone. Dunn up against the boards with Emberson. Puck comes out, goes to the middle of the ice where Matthias Janmark down the right wing. Janmark dumped the puck in behind the net. Back there's Bryson. They'll get up the right side to the line, but it comes back to him into the middle of the ice to Greenway. Out of Darlene in his own end. Over to Bryson on the right. The right wing to Malenstein. Directed it to the Edmonton blue line. And Ty Emberson is into the jet or into the Sabre zone and shoots the puck around on the left wing. Goes off the stick of Regula. And behind his net is Darlene. Darlene waits back there for the Sabres. Up the left side, off the stick of Zach Benson. It went to Kozak. That was offside at the Edmonton blue line.
So Josh Norris, who just returned from injuries, and he's had some shoulder issues during his time, a late scratch for this game. He had two goals.
Took the
warm-up.
Yeah, he took the warm-up.
2 goals and 7 points in so far this season in 5 games, -6, a 35-goal season with Ottawa in 21-22. Came over in a trade for the workhorse from Whitehorse, Dylan Cousins.
I like that.
It's not mine.
It's not yours?
Stan Dunleavy's the Buffalo broadcaster.
I like it nonetheless. Regula in the right wing corner in the Oilers zone, up the right side. His pass hit something, comes back to him. Now to Nurse. Up the left wing to Frederick. Frederick stood up at the blue line. In his own end. Timmins across to Byram. And to Timmins up the right wing, and that hits a stick and it launches into the crowd. So we can take a break. 6 minutes, 10 seconds gone here in the first. The Oilers and the Sabres still at 0, so we'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Whether you're building a home, a community, or championship team, it doesn't happen overnight. It happens one step, one shift, one brick at a time. Coventry Homes, never done building. The official builder of the Edmonton Oilers, proudly celebrating 50 years. Visit coventryhomes.ca.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so, because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by EPCOR, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. Around these parts, we work hard, play hard, and we demand the best. Sometimes you need a truck that's a cut above. The Ford Super Duty. Tough enough for any job with the style and luxury you deserve. It's as powerful as it is refined, with cutting-edge features that make every drive a pleasure. In short, this ain't your everyday pickup. The Ford Super Duty. Drive the finest truck Alberta has to offer today at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PV sent you.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Scoreless here in the first. Oilers and the Sabres. The Oilers Holiday in OilCountry 50-50 presented by Rogers is now live. Play now for a chance to win more than 100 prizes, including a signed game-used Ryan Nugent-Hopkins stick and a River Cree Ultimate Staycation. Get your tickets at edmontonoilers.com/50-50 for more chances to win.
I've had a few staycations at the River Cree over the years.
Have you now?
Yes.
I hear it's good.
It is.
All right. Puck dumped down into the Oilers zone. It goes in behind the net. Ekholm rims on the right off of Tuck. It's back behind the Edmonton goal. Bouchard on the right to Seavoy, pinching in with Samuelson, and it stays in. So it's Ekholm up the left wing to Podkolzin. Comes in over the Buffalo line on the left side, around to the right to Draisaitl to the middle. Ekholm, the shot, save made by Ellis as Matthias Ekholm in the high slot absolutely wired that thing on net.
Well, he can really hammer the puck. I mean, that was a great play. As a hard rim around the boards from Podkolzin, and then Draisaitl hits the late trailer and trying to go high glove was Ekholm with an absolute bomb, and Ellis got a good glove hand. We saw that in Buffalo when he stopped 32 of 33 shots.
Just his 8th NHL game for Colton Ellis. He's 4-3 this year. And the puck to the left wing point. Ekholm bounces it in behind the Sabre net. On the left side, Roseanne will get it out, give it to McLeod. McLeod out into the Oiler end, but caught on the play by Seavoy. He'll get it out up the right side to Draisaitl. Into the Sabres zone, stops on the right to the middle. He just missed Matthias Ekholm. Would have had another great chance. And the puck at center ice to Podkolzin. Into the Sabres end, goes to the right side for Draisaitl. Spins to the right wing boards. Gets away from Quinn. Now back to the point. Kulak over to Emberson. Right wing corner. Draisaitl wanted to return pass to Emberson. That glances off a stick and comes out.
Quinn / Leon Draisaitl twice. Woodchopper's brawl. Got him right in the hand, right in front of the ref, and they missed it. Not quite sure what they were looking at there.
Kulak on the right to Hyman off his stick and in. We're scoreless. We're here in the first. 7.5 gone. Puck along the boards back to the blue line. Emberson, right wing to McDavid, now to Nugent Hopkins to Emberson. He's on the left wing point to McDavid in the middle on the blue line. Right side. Nugent Hopkins shot, and it's blocked by Byram. The puck along the boards. Nugent Hopkins kept it in. In behind the net to McDavid. Bumps it back to the blue line. Emberson across the line to Kulak. He's got it on the right point. Into the middle to McDavid. A couple of moves down the left wing. Goes to the left wing boards. To the blue line. Kulak faked the one-timer. Now back to McDavid across the line. Right wing point to Emberson. Around the boards on the left for Nugent Hopkins. He's at the hash marks. To the right wing point. Emberson had to knock it down. Gives it to Kulak. Tried a shot, and that's blocked by Dunn, and it comes out. Kulak inside his own blue line for Edmonton. To Ty Emberson. Up the right wing. The pass was too far for Janmark. Does come back to Kulak. We'll give it to Emberson on the left. Up the left wing off of Henrique. It's at the Buffalo blue line. Darlene on the left wing. Couldn't get it to Benson. Puck gets to the middle of the ice. And it's Janmark in over the line with Henrique. The pass to Henrique. The shot save made by Ellis coming across. And the puck cleared off the glass and out of play. And we get the whistle as the Oilers with a couple of great chances here.
Yeah, 2 good saves from Ellis. He's got an active glove. And the Oilers are trying to beat him there. And it's been equal to the task twice.
Face-off will be to the left of Ellis. His last game was December 3rd. He made 30 saves in a 5-2 loss at Philadelphia. Oilers again, Podkolzin, Draisaitl, Seavoy on the ice. With Regula and Nurse.
Sabres are dead last in face-off percentage at 44%. Draisaitl against Krebs here.
Draisaitl wins the draw. Regula over to Nurse on the left. Will shoot it. Blocker save made by Ellis. Puck on the left side. Podkolzin to the blue line to Nurse. Across to Regula. Right wing corner to Draisaitl. Draisaitl up to the point with it. Now across the middle is shot just wide of the net. Podkolzin providing the screen. And the puck along the left wing. It'll be Krebs to get it out. It's Krebs through the middle of the ice. Left side looking for Tuck, too far for him. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Draisaitl to the middle of the ice to Podkolzin, and he'll come flying through center. One-on-one with Samuelson, then slows up on the right, looks to the middle, finds Draisaitl. The shot off the post! And the puck to the middle, Podkolzin. Right wing to Bouchard. Left side to Draisaitl. Draisaitl in front of the net, and that one hits Seavoy. Goes over near the right point. It's cleared to the line by Krebs and out. Draisaitl hitting a post here in the first. We're still at zeros. We're almost halfway through this opening period. Frederick in his own end to Evan Bouchard. He'll go in behind the Edmonton net. Bouchard through the middle of the ice, just off of Tomashik. And that was gloved ahead. We get a whistle. We're going to take a break. We get 9:53 to go here in a scoreless first as the Oilers host the Buffalo Sabres. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in must be legal drinking age.
At Brandt, our job description is whatever you need to succeed. Expert support. Parts when you need them. financing that fits on the compact construction machines you want. Equipment, expertise, value, delivered right to your door. We do it right at your site. Call your Brent dealer to book your demo today.
During every Oilers game day, the Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Cheer on the blue and orange, surrounded by fans as passionate as you are, while sipping $1 off tankards of Molson Canadian and Coors Light. And that's not all. Every game day, you can enter to win Oilers home game tickets. So grab your crew, grab a seat, and make the Canadian Brewhouse your go-to spot this hockey season. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer, Oilers, Buffalo Sabres, scoreless, 9:53 to go here in the opening period. The broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Face-off outside the Buffalo blue line. McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, and Hyman on the ice with Ekholm and Bouchard. McLeod will take the draw for Buffalo. McDavid out of the face-off circle, and comes Nugent Hopkins. They drop the puck, and Bowen Byram has it inside his line. To the middle, to Timmins, up the right wing to McLeod. Will spin it all the way down. It will not be icing. As flying down there was Quinn, and the puck in the corner, and on the right wing, up the right wing boards was Nugent Hopkins to McDavid. Into the Buffalo zone. Pass on the left, that got broken up. Roseanne just got it out. And it sits at center and into the skates of McDavid down the right side in towards the net. A backhand and a blocker save made by Ellis, and the puck cleared out. Ekholm will go back for it. McLeod on him. Cross to Bouchard, back to Matthias Ekholm behind the Edmonton goal. Ekholm up the right wing, onto the tape of Janmark. Into the Buffalo end, goes in behind the net. Samuelson on him. Squeezes it up the left wing to the line. Kulak, a shot that hit a couple of bodies. Goes up into the air, hits the mesh over the glass, and we get a whistle.
Yeah, the puck was rolling, and it got a piece of Rasmus Dahlin, who's Buffalo's best player. Though he is minus 12 this year. Plays a lot with Samuelson, who's a very good defensive defenseman. McDavid was on his horse, trying to drive Bowen Byram wide. And Byram can really skate, former Vancouver Giant. Came over in the Casey Middlestat trade.
That's right. Puck goes to Emberson on the point. Tried to shoot it towards the net. It was blocked. Comes back to Emberson. A shot wide of the Buffalo goal. Doan behind his net to Dahlin. Dahlin through the middle, lifted it up, gloved right down by Mangiapane. Got the puck in on the left wing. Mangiapane has it on the left wing boards. Top of the circle, near the slot, and it's poked off his stick. Benson will get it out. Lifts it into the Oiler end. It's on the right wing. Dahlin to the right wing corner. Pushes it across to Benson on the left. Swing it back to Dahlin. Dahlin on the right wing, top of the circle. Made a little move, got it away from Mangiapane to the blue line. A shot, and that was Doan that shot it. It hit Mangiapane, and it comes out. Samuelson with it inside his own blue line for the Sabres. He'll wait. Now to Tage Thompson. Up the left wing, that eludes everyone, and that's icing against Buffalo with 8:01 to go here in a scoreless first period.
Shots are only 5-2 for Edmonton. Neither team's got a power play yet. Thought there was a slash. Jack Quinn took a lumberjack on Draisaitl twice. Often in today's game, that's called.
This game 4 of a 6-game trip for Buffalo. They've lost the first 3. Still have to go to Vancouver and Seattle. And the puck to the left wing point. Nurse across to Regula on the right. Off the inboards, it's in behind the net. Owen Power got stripped of it by Podkolzin to the left wing. Thompson battles with Seavoy. Puck along the boards. Thompson to the middle. Finds Krebs. Krebs will get it out on the right wing to Tuck. That's hacked away from him. And Matt Seavoy comes into the Buffalo end through the middle. Now on the right to Podkolzin. Goes to the right wing corner. On the right wing boards to Draisaitl. Draisaitl to the point. Regula across the line to Nurse. Into the slot to Seavoy. Forced over to the left. Seavoy, right wing corner to Draisaitl and went off his stick. And it'll be Krebs to get it out. And it's Krebs to center.
Trouble.
He'll give it to Tuck. Tuck trying to get by Regula down the right wing. A shot. And that's wide of the Edmonton net. Puck along the boards inside the Edmonton zone. And they are going to get a penalty, I think, coming up to the Edmonton Oilers as Nurse is having words with Tuck.
Well, it was a
Krebs got hit.
Yeah, it was a double hit on Krebs.
And Nurse is going to go to the box.
25, minor penalty boarding.
So first power play of the game goes to the Buffalo Sabres. It was Nurse and Podkolzin that hit Krebs. Penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Buffalo's power play is currently 13th in the league at 19.1%. Edmonton's penalty killing 17th in the NHL at 80.8%.
So boarding to Darnell Nurse. Face off to the right of Stuart Skinner. Skinner 19 saves in that 6-2 win versus Winnipeg on Saturday. This is 22nd appearance of the season. He's 10-8-3.
McLeod at 45% out there to take the draws. They don't have Josh Norris. What are you doing, Stripes?
I don't know. They're going to have to drop that again. I don't know what was happening there.
Oh, McLeod.
He got kicked out of the face-off circle. So
Lazar out there at 54%. A right shot, right side draw.
He wins it against Quinn. Bouchard behind the net to Nugent Hopkins. Back to Evan Bouchard. Now on the right, Ekholm tried to shovel it up to the line. It doesn't get out. Power keeps it in for Buffalo. Gets to Bouchard. He's got room through the middle. He'll skip it down the ice. Colton Ellis will set it up.
This is the second power play unit for the Sabres here.
Owen Byram. Cross. Quinn now on to McLeod. He'll bring it in. Right wing. Byram to Power. He'll come down the left side towards the net. A shot. Glove save made by Skinner. As Owen Power down the left wing had a clear line to the net.
Now they get their first unit on the ice. Matt Seavoy, a rare giveaway there. He had the puck just inside the blue line. Oilers a little sleepy, and it's been my experience. I've been doing these games 18 seasons. The Oilers have never been really good early against Buffalo. I don't know what it is. Lazar and Thompson now in the circle.
All right. Face off to Skinner's right. Puck goes to Emberson. Now to Nugent Hopkins around the boards and down the ice.
Perfectly executed there. Lazar with his second straight D-zone face-off win on the PK.
Up the left wing is Dahlin. Cuts to the middle at center. Fires it back to Thompson, who takes the Oiler line, dishes it on the right to Doan. Doan to the middle, and he'll get across. Roseanne has it top of the circle on the left. Got it to the left wing corner, comes back to Roseanne. Round to Doan on the right. Pokes it to the point. Dahlin gets to the middle. Now on the right side, Doan to the right wing corner. Roseanne up the right side to the blue line to Dahlin. To Roseanne, a shot, save made by Skinner. Covered that up before the rebound could be a problem as Benson was at the side of the net. 38 seconds left to go in the penalty to Nurse. We're scoreless with 5:47 to go here in the opening period.
Really liked Zach Benson one year in the Lincoln Gretzky here in Edmonton. You remember that?
Yes.
He was excellent. Lazar now, or that's Henrique out there to take the left side draw with Seavoy.
And Henrique wins it clean. Matthias Ekholm drills it down the ice as that went off the stick of Power. And Power skates up the middle for the Sabres. At center, back to McLeod. McLeod over the Edmonton line to Tuck on the right. In behind the net to McLeod. Left wing for Quinn. Quinn top of the circle to the blue line to Power. He'll shoot it. That was tipped. And the save made by Skinner. Puck in the right corner. Ryan McLeod to the blue line to Power. Across to Quinn on the left. Goes to the left wing corner. Behind the Edmonton net. Over to the right. Right wing to McLeod. Penalty is over. On the right side, Quinn could not get a shot through. And Bouchard to the left wing corner, left wing to Seavoy, off the boards and out. And that's where McDavid finds it, comes into the Sabres zone. Couple of moves, can't get a shot. The puck on the left side, McDavid got it right back. Right wing to Regula. Down to the right wing point to Draisaitl. Couldn't get a pass through the slot, and McDavid gets it on the left wing. Over to the right to Regula. Right wing corner, Draisaitl to McDavid. Into the slot. Can't get a shot away, and his pass picked off by Byram.
Shoot the puck, boys.
Buffalo 0 for 1 on the power play. Scoreless here with 4:28 to go.
Sabres got away with too many men. I mean, the guy was...
Off the right wing, Hyman in a little early. That's offside against the Oilers. We're going to take a break. Scoreless, Edmonton hosting Buffalo. 4:22 to go here in the opening period from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com. Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
OilCountry, the ultimate Oilers watch party happens all season long. Attend Molson Canadian Oilers Game Day live throughout the season for your chance to win 2026-27 Edmonton Oilers season seats. For the next Game Day Live Flight Night for your chance to win a trip for 2 to watch the Oilers play in Vancouver. Join us on December 14th at JT's Bar and Grill. For the full event schedule and to RSVP to the ultimate Oilers watch party, visit OilersGameDayLive.com.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cal Moon and Bob Stauffer, we're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Oilers, Sabres, zeros right now. 4:22 to go in the opening period. Shots are 5 apiece. Edmonton's hit a post. Leon Draisaitl put one off the post earlier this period. Buffalo's had a power play. They didn't score. Face-offs outside the Edmonton blue line. Dunn will take the draw against Connor McDavid. McDavid, third in the NHL with 42 points coming into this evening's action. He's out of the face-off circle. In comes Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. And the puck will go to Samuelson at center. Will snap it into the Oiler end. Goes all the way around. It went past about 4 different players and out and all the way down the ice. Samuelson trying to hold off Hyman. They go to the end boards. In came Nugent-Hopkins, poked it free. And the puck along the boards near the point was Regula pinching down and now cleared out by Greenway. So Nurse loops in front of his net. Snaps a pass through center. Goes to McDavid, he'll dump it in. Ellis out to play it. Up the right wing in from the blue line. Tuck was tied up with Nurse. It came out. Nurse goes back to get it. At his own line across to Alec Regula. Regula at center ice will shoot it in. Off the stick of the netminder, Ellis. It's in the left wing corner, Dahlin. Up the left wing boards. Gets to the line, but sent back. And Dahlin, center to Tuck. Tuck got spun around, lost the puck. Seavoy to Draisaitl, and
Tuck thought he had a hook. He thought he had the penalty, threw his head up, and they didn't. These guys have been brutal tonight.
Puck dumps into the Oilers zone.
They don't want to give the Oilers a power play.
Up the left way. That power play's been pretty hot.
Well, it affects the game too much if you put them on the power play.
Bouchard through the middle. Now to Podkolzin into the Sabre end. Goes to the left wing corner. Podkolzin to the point for Ekholm. to Bouchard in the middle on the blue line. Right wing to Draisaitl across the line to Bouchard. Skates to the middle of the ice. Right wing to Draisaitl. Can't get it deep. Now he does down the right side. He got away from Roseanne. His pass to the slot. The shot just put wide by Ekholm. On the right wing point, Bouchard had kept it in, but it went to Roseanne, and he'll bring it out. Roseanne cuts across the line on the left wing. Now to McLeod in front of the net. Off the stick of Roseanne. Went wide. Power will keep it in. Bouchard behind his net to Ekholm. Around the right wing to Matt Seavoy. Seavoy through the middle. Look, it skipped off the stick of Lazar, and it goes deep into the Sabres end. Lazar got to it on the right wing. In the right wing corner of Sabre territory. The puck near the top of the circle now. To the right wing point for Emberson. Right side to Frederick. Off the boards, Power steps up to it, then ran into Frederick, and it'll stay in that Buffalo end. It's along the right wing. Into the corner, Bryson gets hit by Lazar. Loose puck for Tomashek. To the left wing to the top of the circle. Tomashek spins back to the corner. He'll take it to the net, and he runs into Ellis. And the puck goes to the right point, and Tomashek's going to get a penalty for goaltender interference. Then McLeod takes a shot at Tomashek, and everybody gets into the corner with 1:32 to go here in the scoreless first. And Edmonton likely to be shorthanded here. Tomashek will go for goaltender interference.
These guys are making the easy ones tonight.
Face-off will be to the right of Skinner. Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Lazar out to take the draw against McLeod. All right, get it all lined up. And drop it. Puck goes to the point. Thompson on the left wing. Back to the blue line to Dahlin. Left wing for Tage Thompson. Into the corner. Doan centering pass. That went off a skate. It hit Skinner from the right side. The shot, and it doesn't get through. Dahlin shot blocked, and it comes out to the neutral zone.
Nugent Hopkins got cross-checked there. Fenced off defensively. Going for the puck.
Dahlin over the Oiler line. Left wing to Thompson. Thompson left wing corner to the blue line. Dahlin, a shot, scores, tipped in front of the net. As Doan got his stick on it for the redirection, it makes it 1-0 for Buffalo.
A little bit of game management going on in this game right now. I mean, Dahlin's a very good offensive defenseman. And Doan with the net front, not much that Stuart Skinner could do there.
No. That was good redirection.
Yeah, real good redirection, but nobody had a boxed out in front. So they're 1 for 2 on the power play. The Oilers have yet to get one.
Doan with his 9th of the year. 19:01 will be the time of the goal. And yeah, I think they're going to take a look at Ellis. Lions coming into the game. As he got drilled by Tomashek, I think he got flagged to get looked at. Because Tomashek got him right in the head. So we're going to see Alex Lyon come into the game. He played the third period last night in Calgary. Made 4 saves on 4 shots. This will be his 15th appearance of the year.
He was the player Detroit had last year, and there was some belief that the Red Wings might have been willing to trade him at the deadline. Elected not to. They signed Lyon to a 2-year deal, $1.5 million.
All right. Dahlin and Thompson get the assists on the goal by Doan. And it's 1-0 Buffalo as the puck dumped into the Oilers zone. Skinner in behind the net. Rims on the left for Matthias Ekholm. The left wing to Draisaitl. His pass that goes off a Greenway. Samuelson on the left wing. Middle of the ice. Gave it to Timmins. Got it up the right wing. The puck dumped into the Oiler end. We have 30 seconds to go here in the first. Samuelson will keep it in left point. It's in behind the Edmonton net, and it's Evan Bouchard with it. He's got some room through the middle, so he'll start up with it. To center ice, weaves his way to the line on the left now to McDavid. McDavid through the slot to Draisaitl across. The shot saved by Lyon coming across as that pass went over. And Zach Hyman with the opportunity, and Alex Lyon welcomed into the game by a pretty good opportunity there for Edmonton. Face-off will be to the right of Lyon. 8 seconds to go here in the first. Draisaitl take the draw against Thompson. Puck's underneath Thompson, goes into the left wing corner, sent towards it, and there is going to be a penalty. Yep. I think there will on Thompson. He went down to the ice, and I think he played it with his glove.
He did.
Yeah. So the Oilers will get a power play here. Just.
Are they not sure of it? They want to look at it?
Maybe. I just thought he was getting one. Oh, I guess he isn't. I thought he was. They put 8 seconds. They're back to 8 seconds on the clock. All right. Puck in the right wing corner. Timmins up the right side is able to get it out. And the first period will come to a close. The Oilers will be down 1-0 after 20. As Doan scores on the power play.
No power plays for Edmonton, 2 for Buffalo. Probably a missed slash and a missed hook. Tomashik on the net drive takes one, and they score in their second power play chance. And that's really, I mean, that was a timid, lackluster affair in the first period.
Yeah.
Not a lot of juice.
Lacked a little something, didn't it?
Oilers got to elevate the level of their performance.
Yep, they absolutely do. That's where we are. We're through 20 minutes here at Rogers Place. The Sabres with a 1-0 lead. Josh Doan, 9th of the season. That's on the power play. Dahlin and Thompson pick up the assist. There was a redirection by Doan in front of the net on the shot by Dahlin. And no opportunity for Stuart Skinner to keep that one out. So that's where we sit after 20 minutes here at Rogers Place. Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, they're standing by. They got the intermission for you when we come back. 1-0 Sabres after 20 from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Zach from EPCOR here. When winter rolls in, my family's outside skating, tobogganing, and enjoying the season. But stormwater ponds aren't the place. These ponds protect our neighborhoods from flooding year-round. Even in winter, the water keeps moving under the surface, making the ice unpredictable and unsafe. Edmonton has safe spots to skate and sled, like my favorite, the Rundle Park Iceway and Toboggan Hills. Stay back, stay off, stay safe. A note from your neighbors at EPCOR.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. Big skies, rugged landscapes. Now that's Alberta in a nutshell. And if you're looking for an SUV that can keep up with this place, check out the Ford Bronco. Built for those who crave adventure, with serious off-road capability and style to spare. Whether you're hitting the mountain trails or exploring the back roads, it's the perfect ride for those who want to experience everything this province has to offer. The Ford Bronco. Adventure awaits at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PB sent you.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Draisaitl to the middle of the ice to Podkolzin, and he'll come flying through center. One-on-one with Samuelson, and slows up on the right, looks to the middle, finds Draisaitl, the shot off the post, and the puck to the middle, Podkolzin.
That's our highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos, 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the winner's zone. 1-0 Sabres after 20 minutes of play here at Rogers Place. Josh Doan with the power play goal at 19:01 of the period, the dying minute. And he's able to tip home a point shot from Rasmus Dahlin. That's where we stand. Rob Brown is with us, our Inside the Game analyst. Just your thoughts on what was a bit of a punchless period, I thought, for both sides.
Yeah, I think that as you said it, as Bob and Mooner talked about it, just there was a lot of just nothing happened. It wasn't physical. There weren't a lot of grade A scoring chances. Only 11 shots total. It lacked energy. It lacked emotion. I mean, we've watched the Oilers the last few games on home ice, and they've been stellar. Coming out of the gate, flying, shift after shift after shift, scoring a ton of goals in the last number of games. In that period, really, they didn't test. I mean, really nice play, Draisaitl to Ekholm. And there was a nice save early in the game by Ellis. And then I don't know if Colt Nelson really was tested other than that. I mean, Tomashik came through and got him in the head with a hit. That was the right call. But nothing really happened in that period. For an Oiler team that, as we talked before the game, looking maybe a little redemption, this Buffalo Sabre team embarrassed them last time they were in Buffalo. That was when the Oilers were at the lowest of their lows. Playing really well right now. It was not the first period that you would have expected out of the Edmonton Oilers. They really lacked any jump in that 20.
Yeah, and again, as you say, for a team that we thought had a lot of importance placed on the start to this game. I mean, by no stretch of the imagination is this out of reach, obviously there. But, not the start that they would have wanted at home. And sometimes you get a sleepy game in the middle of December on home ice, I suppose. You just don't want it to have come so close to a game that, or even against a team of that matter, of this ilk.
Well, the one thing that we talked about before the game, the Buffalo Sabres, long road trip, playing back-to-back, have dropped 3 in a row. The importance of a good start for the Oilers is they can send a message. Just, this isn't your night, Buffalo. This is, you would have, if the Oilers take the lead, you get a little tired. Self-doubt starts creeping into your mind. If you're a Buffalo Sabre, the longer the game stays close, the longer there's hope in the Sabres bench and belief that they can come and win. We're going to turn this around. As poor as the season this has gone for the Buffalo Sabres and where they are in the standings, the East is so close. So there's always belief we just need to make a run and we can go right up the standings. When are we going to start that run? Well, a huge confidence builder coming into Edmonton and winning that hockey game. They've given themselves a chance through 20 minutes. And it's funny, the Oilers, as we said, had one chance really on Colt Nellis while he was in net. He gets knocked in the head on the Tomashik goalie interference call. Now, we believe he was pulled from the net from the spotter, in the National Hockey League spotter. Yeah. That's what it looked like. Alex Lyon comes in, and you got to give this guy credit. He comes in with a minute to go in the period. He's been sitting there. No thought about going into the game because his goalie, his partner's got, he's got a shutout going. So mind is not on entering a hockey game. He comes in, and the best chance of the period came in the last 10 seconds on the Draisaitl backdoor to Hyman. He makes 2 big saves. You got to give credit to Alex Lyon for having the focus to come in a game he had no thoughts of entering. It makes a big save to allow the Buffalo Sabres to have a 1-0 lead going into the intermission.
Looked like there was the potential for the Oilers to end up with a power play out of that little face-off play there, but then it was apparent the officials had only gone over to the penalty box to discuss adding some time onto the clock. So, I don't know. I didn't think the officiating was that lopsided.
I know Bob did. Bob wasn't happy with the refs, but he normally isn't. To me, I don't think the Oilers did enough to earn a power play in that period. I think the penalties that were called were obvious. I mean, Darnell Nurse, that's a boarding. I mean, that's right in the numbers, head first into the boards. That's an easy call. Tomashik, I like Tomashik's willingness to drive the net. That is a good thought process for a player trying to find his way in the National Hockey League. The problem is when you don't score, if the puck doesn't go in the net and you run through the goalie, easy call for the ref. So the 2 calls were blatant. There's always going to be little hooks, little slashes missed, and they go both ways. So the referees weren't a factor in that period because I don't think the Oilers pushed enough. I don't think they forced the Buffalo Sabres to chase and take a penalty. So the refereeing wasn't an issue in that period. A lack of emotion, I think, on the Oilers side. Now, you're down 1-0 with 40 minutes to play against a Buffalo Sabre team that has struggled to find ways to win. The Oilers just need to come out with a different effort, a much better effort here in the final 40.
Again, Josh Stone from Rasmus Dahlin and Tage Thompson on the power play. It's Stone's 9th of the year, Dahlin's 19th assist, and that was in the dying minute of that frame as a deflection goal. Otherwise, Edmonton is dominating in the faceoff circle, 10 of 16 so far for 62.5%. They are getting out hits, and I tell you the other thing that Buffalo does well, and I think that if we ever see the penalty kill in action tonight, this would be part of the reason why. They block a lot of shots as a team. They do get in front of pucks and front them and make it difficult on Edmonton shooters, which I think I saw a little bit of there in that opening frame.
Yeah, again, there wasn't a lot of offensive chances, so the Oilers got credited for 6 shots on net. The Buffalo Sabres, they try to get into shooting lanes. When you're playing against a team that's got offensive weapons like Leon and Connor and Nuge, and then on the back end with a bomb from Bouchard, you want to make sure you get in the shooting lane so you don't allow them to put pucks on net. And they did a good job deflecting them, getting them out of the way, forcing the Oilers to change decisions on whether or not they're going to shoot or take it to the net or not. Buffalo, they played a perfect road game. They came into Edmonton. They gave up 6 shots only. They didn't take any penalties. And when they got their power play, they scored a nice power play goal. That was a nice deflection. There's got to be an Oiler defenseman there taking away the stick-a-done. Either Bouchard or Ekholm. Neither did. Players in the National Hockey League, if you are allowed to stand in front of the net for wrist shots, they are going to deflect 100 out of 100 and don't have an easy job. Now, you don't know exactly where the puck is going, but neither does the goalie Skinner. So nice goal there. So Buffalo did everything right in that period. The Edmonton Oilers got to come out and change the narrative here in the second period.
Well, Buffalo, again, we'll see how their reserve tank lasts over the course of this game, because they are coming off of that game last night, albeit, as Rob suggests, a short trip up from Calgary, of course, but they are in the midst of a season-long road trip for them, longest in several years in terms of this 7 of 8 here on the road. It's been a while since Buffalo's been enduring something like this. And then, having said that, the Oilers, they went through that. It's not unique to anybody in this league this year. You have to struggle at some point, and Edmonton looks like they're on the other side of it. The question is, can they put the pedal to the floor here against the Sabres, who are up 1-0 through 20 minutes of play? We are at the intermission. We've got more coming up with the out-of-town scoreboard in just a couple of minutes on your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
As the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers, MIC ensures precision in every shot. And if you need medical imaging attention, you can count on MIC to get you back in the game. Whether it's a classic wrist shot, that is, X-ray, soft tissue scan, or advanced imaging, MIC provides timely and expert diagnosis. So go where the pros go and book an appointment at any of their 15 convenient Edmonton and area locations. Learn more at mic.ca.
During every Oilers game day, the Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Cheer on the blue and orange, surrounded by fans as passionate as you are, while sipping $1 off tankards of Molson Canadian and Coors Light. And that's not all. Every game day, you can enter to win Oilers home game tickets. So grab your crew, grab a seat, and make the Canadian Brewhouse your go-to spot this hockey season. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Edmonton knows great teams. For over 60 years, Chemco has helped build Canadian industry and invest in communities nationwide. Employee-owned and operated, and with over 2,500 skilled tradespeople, Chemco delivers complete solutions as one partner with many strengths. From engineering to construction, commissioning to maintenance, safely and on schedule coast to coast. Chemco cares, and a commitment to quality, safety, and community drives lasting impact nationally and locally. Learn more at chemco.com. Chemco, building industry, building Canada.
This is Global News at the first intermission. I'm Zach Ferguson. The final phase of this year's Valley Line West LRT construction is wrapping up, and now there's room for more cars to drive down the portion of 104th Avenue. The stretch from 105th to 121st Street was reduced to 1 lane in each direction due to the construction, but now it's up and running. The project is set to be completed in 2028. A federal Conservative motion for a pipeline has been shot down by the Liberals despite a recent memorandum of understanding signed with Alberta. The motion put forward today called for a new oil pipeline to the Pacific, but was defeated with the Prime Minister voting against it. A strike by air transit pilots has been avoided after a tentative deal was reached with the travel company. Leisure airline Air Transat's owner, Transat AT, confirmed the tentative deal, although neither it nor the union representing some 750 pilots has released any details. I'm Zach Ferguson. Your next scheduled newscast will be at the second intermission on 880 CHED.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and better than ever. With more early bird prizes, bonus raffles, and million-dollar jackpots, the largest 50-50 in professional sports can change your life forever. And every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. Get your 50-50 tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place. Who knows? You could be Alberta's next millionaire.
AGLC license number 744517.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Time now for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Busy night in the NHL. 10 games in all. Quite a few of them going on, but some finals from earlier. The Lightning 6, the Canadians 1 in Montreal. Yeah, Montreal's got some problems in net for sure. Devils beat the Senators 4-3. Flyers got past the Sharks 4-1, and the Ducks in a shootout 4-3 over the Penguins. Ongoing right now, you've got the Golden Knights and Islanders in a shootout. The dying minutes of a game in Carolina. The Hurricanes have come back against the Blue Jackets. It's 3-1 there. Get the rematch of the 2019 Cup Final. Bruins and Blues in St. Louis. Bruins are up 2-1. Stars up 3-2 over the Jets, and the Avalanche and Predators are tied at 1 in Nashville. As far as the Bakersfield Condors go, looking at a game tomorrow night against Henderson in Bakersfield, where they've had a pretty strong record out of the gate this year. Quinn Hudson, I tell you, just continues producing 23 points in 21 games. He's been electrifying there as an undrafted free agent signing last year for the Oilers. He's tearing it up. We'll see if he ends up in orange and blue up here at any point during this regular season. And, of course, the Edmonton Oil Kings just had their teddy bear toss night on Sunday. That was a 4-3 overtime defeat at the hands of the Prince Albert Raiders, but a chance here to get on the right foot. They've got 2 games left before the in the pre-Christmas schedule, I guess I'll say. The Brandon Wheat Kings coming to town on Sunday the 14th. And you've got Edmonton visiting Lethbridge to close it out on the Tuesday, December 16th. That is the out-of-town scoreboard for Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. We're at the intermission right now. It's 1-0 Sabres. Send it back to live play-by-play action on the Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Find more ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. Unlock savings through always low-priced items, multi-save, club size, fresh promise, hit of the month offers, ad match, and more. Find everything you need from grocery staples, fresh produce, prepared meals, and multicultural assortments to clothing, home, entertainment, health, and beauty. Plus, PC Optimum members save more. Open the PC Optimum app to load exclusive super coupons and weekly points offers. Real Canadian Superstore. Proudly Canadian. See weekly flyer for details.
Brought
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network. So you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
Oilers Now with Bob Stauffer is your go-to for the best Oilers insights and amazing guests. From Ron McLean to Craig McTavish, no one else brings you closer to the action. Oilers Now, only on 880 CHED, the official voice of your Edmonton Oilers.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. The Edmonton Oilers down 1-0 to the Buffalo Sabres. We're getting ready for the second period of play. And tonight's Oilers Holidays in Oil Country 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's in support of 880 CHED Santa's Anonymous, ensuring no child goes without a gift during the holiday season. Support now by getting your tickets at edmontonoilers.com/5050. The total jackpot's $128,000 right now, and that continues to climb. Josh Doan, the goal scorer in the first period that was on the power play at 19:01, has the Sabres up 1-0. Alex Lyon still in net for Buffalo. Colton Ellis got run into by David Tomashik in the first period and got taken out of the game as the puck is flipped into the Buffalo end. A bouncing puck, and it will get to McDavid, and he'll go to the right wing point for Bouchard, who's being pressured on the play by Zach Benson. Up to the line, keeps it in. Now in the right wing corner to Nugent Hopkins, behind the net to McDavid, to Nugent Hopkins on the right side. To the blue line for Bouchard, across to Matthias Ekholm. To McDavid on the left wing, skates up to the blue line, to the right wing point. Nugent Hopkins into the corner to Ekholm. Will go in behind the net, slide over to the left wing. To the left wing point to Bouchard. Now to McDavid in the slot. Left side, Nugent Hopkins to the blue line. Ekholm down the right wing to Bouchard, and his pass broken up by Dahlin. And Dahlin to Doan. He will get it out. In the neutral zone is Benson. Takes it back into his own end. For Samuelson, right in front of his own net. We're just underway here in the second. 1-0, Sabres leading Edmonton. Now Dahlin will flip it high in the air. Glove down by Ekholm. Passes on the left, finds Seavoy. In over the line. Across to Draisaitl, just beyond his reach. Krebs will try to get it out. He can't. Draisaitl keeps it in. Floats it across the blue line. Chopped down the left side by Nurse. It goes in behind the net. Now Tuck will bring it out for the Sabres on the left wing. Up to Krebs, and he'll dump it in. Skinner out to play it. Has to get it up on the glass, knocked out by Thompson. He's got it in the right wing corner. Back to the right wing point. Timmins across to Byram. Into the slot to Tuck. Now to Timmins. A shot, and that's tipped, and it goes into the right wing corner of the Oilers zone. Nurse up in the air and out with it. Glove down by Byram, and he's inside his own line for Buffalo. On the right wing to Krebs. Spins up the right side. Gets to the Edmonton blue line. Down the right wing. Gave the puck to McLeod. Now to the left wing point. The shot by Timmins was tipped just wide of the Edmonton net. So we're 2 minutes into the second. 1-0 Sabres lead. Roseanne on the right to McLeod. McLeod to the blue line. Gave it to Byram. A snapshot, and he put it over the net. Roseanne to the left wing. Roseanne to the blue line to Bryson. Now on the right to Quinn. Went off his stick, goes into the corner. Now Quinn back to Roseanne. Comes back to the blue line. And Power will work to the middle. Power will wait and pass it. And then the shot, and a save made by Skinner as McLeod let that go off the left wing. It's put off the glass and out of play. And we get the whistle. 2 minutes and 36 seconds into the second period. 1-0 Sabres lead. Buffalo with some pressure on that last shift. The shot sitting at 8 apiece. The broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Face off in the Edmonton zone to the left of Stuart Skinner. As McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, and Mangiapane get out there for Edmonton.
First line versus fourth line matchup. Oilers need to get going here.
Puck to the right wing point. Power for the Sabres. Right wing to Greenway. Goes into the corner. He'll play it in front of the net, broken up by McDavid, and he'll skate out through the middle. McDavid over the Sabre line, drops the puck, Mangiapane to McDavid, but just broken up by Power.
How about just shoot the puck once?
And Power will bring it out. Power at the Edmonton blue line. Across Malenstein, a shot goes high and wide. On the right wing, Greenway along the boards with Kulak. Kulak able to clear it. Darlene on the left wing for Samuelson, steps over center, shoots it in. Around the boards, Frederick's pass, broken up by Benson. He gets into the Edmonton zone, off the right wing boards and behind the net. He was looking for Doan. Doesn't connect with him. McDavid up the left wing for Trent Frederick. He'll skate into the Sabres zone on the left side. Stops at the top of the circle. Rims the puck on the right, off the stick of Tomashik. And Doan will get it out to Benson. In over the Edmonton line, he'll get it across, and on the right wing, the chance for Kozak in front of the net to Doan. Went off of him and wide. Doan left wing, a shot, save made by Skinner. He'll hold on to it. 3 minutes, 46 seconds gone here in the second period. It's 1-0 Buffalo.
Well, Buffalo's gone through a tough stretch here. This is game 4 of a 6-game road trip. But right now, they're completely outplaying the Edmonton Oilers. And Edmonton's lucky it's only 1-0. Because they've had nary a scoring chance here basically in about the last 12 minutes of this game in real time. And again, for whatever reason, it's been a difficult matchup. One of the things is McDavid's not shooting. And what happens is when McDavid doesn't shoot, the other guys want to pass too. Instead of just putting pucks to the net, creating chaos, getting rebounds, scoring some dirty goals. It's part of the reason Edmonton scored the 15 goals in the 2 games, and they've stopped doing that here. You don't have to score a perfect goal. Just score.
Byram on the left wing point, a shot towards the net off of Tuck, and wide. Tuck comes out of the right corner, trying to drive in front, knocked off his stick. It goes in behind the goal. It's hacked over to the left wing. Nugent Hopkins bumping in behind the net, over the stick of Nurse, but Regula has it on the right wing. He will get it out, but that's down the ice. It'll be icing against Edmonton.
I don't know, whatever Edmonton, and you know what? This started to show in the game against Winnipeg. In the back half of that game, the Jets put on their hard hats and got physical, and the Oilers didn't like that. And the Flames last night it was a close, it wasn't a 3-goal game.
No.
Because of the 2 empty netters. But Buffalo kept on handing Calgary the separation they needed, and they've been much more disciplined and played smarter and far more competitive here.
Here's a shot from the slot. Thompson let it go, and the save made by Skinner. Thompson goes after it. Another shot, saved by Skinner, and the puck into the corner. Regulo taking it behind the net. Up the right wing, got it out to Hyman. Cross ice to McDavid, and he'll dump the puck in. It rims on the right. Nugent Hopkins recovers it into the slot. Nurse left wing to McDavid. He'll put it on goal. Save made by Lyon. On the left wing, it's Nugent Hopkins to the right wing point. Ekholm over to Nurse. Nurse into the slot to McDavid. Left wing to Nugent Hopkins. A centering pass off the stick of Hyman and wide. Nurse with it in the right wing corner. Up against the boards with Tuck. Comes free near the top of the circle, and Tuck will get it out. Krebs will loop back into his own end and now start up through the middle. Krebs over the Edmonton line to Timmins. Off the right wing corner boards. He's looking for Quinn, but Podkolzin breaks it up, couldn't get it out. Roseanne kept it in. Quinn in the left corner, shoved off of it by Bouchard. Penalty coming up to the Sabres as they touch it. And the Edmonton Oilers will get their first power play. It's going to be a hooking call. 5 minutes, 27 seconds into the second. Edmonton down 1-0 to Buffalo. And going to the box is Quinn.
What are you complaining about? You got away with a high stick in the last period. All right, so the Oilers' power play. It's been red hot. 5 of 6.
In the last 2 games?
Yep. And 7 of 11 since Nugent Hopkins has come back from injury to move itself all the way up to 33.3%. That's tied for first in the NHL. Buffalo's got a great PK. 3rd in the league at 85.5. And here's where you wonder, does the top 6 face-off team against the bottom face-off team in the league matter in this situation?
Draisaitl wins it. Puck goes to Bouchard. Left wing, Nugent Hopkins into the corner, McDavid towards the net in front of the goal, just missing Hyman. And the puck into the right wing corner, McDavid along the right wing boards. Power play presented by Atco Energy as it is turned over and Buffalo will get it out, and it's McLeod down the left side. McLeod with Timmins, the pass, and he just missed him on an odd man rush, and the Oilers come the other way. Nugent Hopkins in over the Sabre line, stops up, left wing corner to McDavid. McDavid centering pass, and that's off a stick, and it will come out. Power play presented by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com as it's McDavid into the Sabre zone, turns in the right corner, back to the point for Draisaitl. Down the right side, into the corner to McDavid. McDavid top of the circle to the blue line for Bouchard. Bouchard to McDavid across the line, now to Bouchard on the left wing point. Skate across the middle, give it to Nugent Hopkins, now to McDavid. Left wing corner, he gets it in front. The shot, save made by Lyon off a Draisaitl as he got that pass in the slot. And the Oilers with a good chance here on the power play.
Leon thought he scored. I mean, the Oilers got a bit of a break on the pass that came across the seam, and Leon had time and space, and Lyon fought it off. And both goaltenders so far, Ellis, who started, and Lyon, who's in there right now, have been able to find pucks to the glove side. Devin Levi was supposed to be the goalie of their future. He was part of that Sam Reinhart trade. He's down on the minors. McLeod back out there. He's taken the most face-offs for Buffalo. He's out against Draisaitl. Oilers keep their first unit on the ice.
All right, face-off to the left of Alex Lyon. Samuelson rims it. It went off of McDavid. It stays in. Draisaitl right corner. Out to McDavid. Down the right wing. Goes to the corner. Centering pass, and that was in behind Nugent Hopkins and comes out of the zone. Bouchard. Sabre blue line. Drops it back. McDavid comes in down the right wing to the right wing corner. To Draisaitl. Gets to the middle. A shot off his stick. Goes into the left wing corner. It's Nugent Hopkins. Banks it over to the right for McDavid. He's top of the circle. Into the corner to Draisaitl. Draisaitl in front of the net. He was looking for Nugent Hopkins. I got broken up and cleared out. Penalty over in 10 seconds. Bouchard in behind his net with it. Now up to McDavid. Into the Sabres zone through the middle of the ice. To Draisaitl down the right wing and got it on. Goal save made by Lyon. The puck in the right corner. Seavoy. Penalty is over. Edmonton 0 for 1 on the power play. Seavoy, right wing side to Draisaitl. Now to McDavid to the middle. A shot. That one looked like it hit the leg of Henrique. And up the right wing. Tuck will get it out. Tuck in over the Edmonton line. For Quinn, he's in behind the net. Quinn couldn't get a pass in front of the goal. Seavoy to the corner up the left wing and chopped off the left wing boards by Henrique. Power to Quinn into the Oiler end now to Thompson. Thompson to Power, a shot, blocker save made by Skinner. Thompson looking for behind the goal. Ekholm rims it up the right wing. It'll get to the line. It does come out. Krebs into his own end for Bowen Byram. Over 8 minutes gone here in the second. 1-0 Sabres. Byram into the Edmonton zone. Hooked off his stick by Matthias Ekholm, and it's Ekholm into Sabre territory on the right through the middle. Mangiapane was tied up, and he couldn't get his stick on it. And it's along the boards inside the left wing corner of the Buffalo end. Lazar on the end boards. And in behind the net, and Dahlin got it loose. Dahlin will skate up the left wing. Gains the Oiler blue line. Dahlin softly in behind the net with it into the skates of Krebs. To Dahlin, a shot, doesn't get through. Ekholm on the right wing for Tomashik. Tomashik will get it out. It's at center ice. Dahlin into the Oiler end on the left. Pass to the middle one off Ekholm. Comes back to Dahlin. Now to Doan. A quick shot and a save made by Skinner off of Doan. Doan battles in the right corner. Got run over by Kulak. The puck in behind the Edmonton net. Into the right corner now to Ekholm. Can't get it out. The puck to the line. Bryson on the right point. A shot. Save made by Skinner. He'll hold on. With 10:40 to go here in the second period. 1-0 Buffalo leading Edmonton. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's game on at City Ford.
With an all-star lineup of 2025 Ford favorites, save up to $7,000 on Escapes.
Up to $8,000 on Bronco Sports.
And up to $18,000 on F-150s.
Plus, find 0% financing options available on all 3 vehicles.
Score an all-star deal today and spin and win an iPad, Oilers merch, Costco card, even a trip to Mexico.
Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so. Because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by EPCOR, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
OilCountry, the ultimate Oilers watch party happens all season long. Attend Molson Canadian Oilers Game Day live throughout the season for your chance to win 2026-27 Edmonton Oilers season seats. For the next Game Day Live Flight Night for your chance to win a trip for 2 to watch the Oilers play in Vancouver. Join us on December 14th at JT's Bar and Grill. For the full event schedule and to RSVP to the ultimate Oilers watch party, visit OilersGameDayLive.com.
All games, all season.
You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cal Moon and Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. 1-0 Sabres lead. First period goal by Josh Doan on the power play. That's been it so far. We got 10:40 to go here in the second period. Face off the Edmonton end to the left of Skinner. Draisaitl steps into the face-off circle with Tage Thompson of the Sabres. Thompson booted out. Krebs will take the draw. Shots are 13-11 for Buffalo. Draisaitl got it into the corner. Tuck went in there, ran into Kulak. Trying to get this thing loose, and it goes to Kulak. Oh, he's got Tuck right on him. It's in behind the net, and Thompson gets control for Buffalo to the line. The shot, save made by Skinner. Rebound, scores at the side of the net was Thompson after Dahlin put it on goal. And he's able to get it in from a couple of feet out. It's 2-0 Buffalo. Dahlin's shot from the point was tipped. Hit Skinner up in the shoulder. And Thompson with the rebound to get his 14th of the year.
Well, Edmonton completely outworked down low. The combination of Kulak and Emerson lost like 3 puck battles. And Buffalo, who's outworked the Oilers in this game. We need a challenge?
For Edmonton for missed stoppage of play prior to the goal.
Missed stoppage of play. Oh. Maybe in front of the net. Tuck with the off his glove to Thompson.
A hand pass?
Could be.
Well, this is a big moment here.
Yes, it is. It is a very big moment. Skinner made the save on a redirection, and it went up towards Alex Tuck, and it hit Tuck before it went to Thompson.
And that was a pretty quick, decisive course of action taken by Chris Knobloch here.
So a coach's challenge as... That looked like it went right off Tuck's glove. Right to Thompson.
And he punched it?
Well, I don't know that he was trying to, but his glove was going this way, and it hit his glove. Yeah, I don't think Tuck had any idea where the puck was, but nonetheless, it went off his glove to Thompson. Kind of looks like a hand pass.
It kind of does, but
again, I don't think Tuck knew it was there.
Skinner,
but I don't know that that's important.
Skinner made a great save.
Sure he did.
Well, now that you look at it the second time, it kind of does look like Tuck.
Well, whether he saw it or didn't.
Playing volleyball with it.
I don't know that does it matter? If he bounces it off his glove over to Thompson, is that not a hand pass? Whether he saw it or not. Well, we're going to get the call right now.
After coach's challenge video review, there was a missed game stoppage. We have no goal on the plate.
It's a good call.
I'd say the Oilers may have ducked one there.
Yeah. So still just 1-0. Okay. Faceoff comes outside the Edmonton blue line. The Edmonton Oilers now still only down by 1. So deemed a hand pass to Tage Thompson. Takes the goal off the board. See if the Oilers can get a little something going after this. That center ice, Byram will shoot it in. Skinner to stop it. Rim it to Podkolzin. To Nurse, over to Regula, and he has it on the right. Up the right wing, off the stick of Seavoy. It'll be icing against Edmonton. Face-off will be in the Oilers zone to the right of Stuart Skinner. Oil Kings got one more home game before the Christmas break. They got Brandon on Sunday at 4.
They'll be down a couple Czech players.
Yeah, but 'tis the season of guys going to the World Juniors.
And Ethan McKenzie going to Team Canada.
Good for him.
Undrafted player that went through last year's draft.
Good for him. Up the right wing. That goes down into the Sabre zone. Icing waved off. And near the top of the circle, McLeod will get it out. Nurse, Regula now on the left wing for Podkolzin. Bumped it into the left wing corner. Out from behind his net is Byram on the right wing to McLeod. He'll get it to the middle. Byram, then one touches it. Left wing corner to Quinn. Behind the net to McLeod. Comes over to the right. He'll give it to Dahlina. Shot save made by Skinner. He held onto it with 9:29 to go here in the second period. 1-0. Buffalo leading Edmonton. We'll take a break. We'll be right back from Rogers Place in downtown Edmonton. It's Sport Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trailblade HT and AZ810, premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all 4 seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
From backyard rinks to big arenas under bright lights, electricity powers every moment. At Capital Power, we generate reliable, affordable electricity for oil country and beyond, powering innovation, opportunity, and thriving economies across North America. Just like our Edmonton Oilers, we're driven, determined, and lighting up the game. We're powering change by changing power. Get to know us at capitalpower.com.
Blue-collar work deserves big dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is always growing. Right now, they're hiring heavy equipment technicians, EM servicemen, and maintenance supervisors. Apply if you're from here or across the country. Even if you're from the Rock, they want to talk. Visit heavymetalequipment.ca to find your new career. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, 1-0 Sabres lead, 9:29 to go in the second period.
Oilers lucky that they're only down 1-0. Buffalo has outworked them through the first half of this game. They're 1 for 2 on the power play. They've had a goal pulled off the board. The Oilers have been second best in virtually every aspect of this game tonight. Got to get going here.
Yeah. Sabres getting a goal pulled off the board after a coach's challenge. Keep the Oilers to within one. The face-off to the left of Stuart Skinner.
They've started to win face-offs. The Oilers need to dig in a bit here. Not doing the requisite things you need to do to win the little. In order to win the big battles, sometimes you got to win the little battles. They have not done that.
All right, Janmark into the face-off circle with Thompson. Thompson will win it. Dahlin has it right wing point, waiting for a shooting lane. Doesn't have one. Over to Samuelson. His shot, and a blocker save made by Skinner. The puck in the left wing corner of the Edmonton zone, and it's Janmark. Up the boards will get it out. Now to Majapani. He'll softly dump it in. Henrique goes into the corner after it. Majapani centers it. Nobody there for Edmonton. And on the right wing, Krebs will get it out. Center ice to Thompson will shoot it in. Skinner can set it. Bouchard in behind the goal. Lost it. Thompson scores. Tage Thompson stripped it from Evan Bouchard. Makes it 2-0 Buffalo. So now Thompson has his 14th of the season. .11:03, time of that one. McDavid's line will get out there.
Just a stone-cold dead giveaway by Evan Bouchard.
Inside his own line is Power. Right wing.
Just a sleepy, disengaged, poor performance from Edmonton.
McDavid will come up the right wing. McDavid to center. McDavid in over the Buffalo line.
Hyman
penalty coming out. Zach Hyman. So Sabres are going to go into third power play. They're 1 for 2 with the man advantage.
Edmonton's had problems with Buffalo's defense in the 2 games. These officials have...
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
1 for 2. This is a massive kill.
Yes.
Because right now, the way the Oilers are playing, I'm not convinced they can score 3 goals in regulation in this game. They got to get a kill here.
Face off to the right of Skinner. Puck goes in behind the net.
Wow.
And Doan pokes it to the right wing point to Dahlin. Now on the right to McLeod, top of the circle. To Doan in the corner, goes in behind the net. To McLeod on the right wing. Right side to Benson, to McLeod. McLeod, right wing. To Benson, top of the circle. To McLeod in the right corner. He'll bring it up to the top of the circle. Now all the way up to the blue line, into the corner. Give it to Benson, a shot, saved by Skinner. The puck on the left, Dahlin has it on the blue line. Left wing to Thompson, top of the circle. Thompson waits, in front to Doan, scores! Josh Doan put it back through his legs and in the net, and it's 3-0 for Buffalo. A nifty play by Josh Doan to get his second of the night.
Well, you give him credit for the play. Lazar had a chance to clear it, couldn't get it out. What?
11:59, time of that one. Doan's got 10 on the season. So 56 seconds after the Thompson goal. And Buffalo's 2 for 3 on the power play. On the left wing off the stick of Greenway. That hits somebody at the bench. So we get a whistle. Thompson and Dahlin get the assists. Thompson's got a 3-point night. put the face-off right at center. Dahlin's got a couple of assists, 2 goals by Doan. 1 goal, 2 assists for Tage Thompson. At center ice, it's Bouchard. He'll dump the puck in. Timmins off the left wing boards, got it out, and the puck in the neutral zone. For Nurse. Now off the stick of Bouchard. He regains it, then lost it. Greenway will dump it in. Bouchard's going to go back. Crashes into the end boards. Greenway is on the forecheck. Greenway got it free. Now Greenway with a shot. Save made by Skinner. Malenstein going to the front of the net, and it draws a crowd. Dunn is in there as well. 7:24 to go in the second. 3-0 Sabres lead.
Little shots, Cam.
Yeah, 19-11. In this period, the shots are 12-3. They updated the shots after the first.
So they missed a bunch, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what it landed up being 8-7 after the first, according to this online sheet I'm looking at right now. So now they're 12-3 here in the second period. Face-off will be to the left of Skinner. Nugent Hopkins near the face-off circle. Puck goes to Frederick, and up the left wing at center ice, flips the puck in. It goes into the corner. Samuelson on the end boards. Tomashik right there. Samuelson kicks it up to the top of the circle for Doan. And at center ice, he'll dump it in. Cross corner. Emberson into the corner with Zach Benson. It's chopped over to the right side. Samuelson lost it. And then Tomashik up to the line. Oilers trying to get it out. They can't. Doan's going to keep it in. Now Nugent Hopkins behind the net to Emberson. Over to the right. Dahlin come down and shut off that lane. There's room on the left for Kulak. Now to Tomashik on the left wing, and on the backhand, he'll shoot it in. Lyon out to play it. Lyon has not been busy here in the second period.
Edmonton hasn't hit anybody all game.
Out through the middle, Thompson into the Oiler end. A couple of moves to the right. A shot and a save made by Skinner. Seavoy into the middle of Podkolzin. Now on the right to Regula, still inside his own end. Cross to Nurse into the middle to Regula. Regula gets by Thompson. Makes a move. Comes into the Sabres zone. Stops up on the right wing. Wanted to get it back to the point. That is broken up by Krebs. He got it out. Nurse at center. Got to center ice. Shoots it in. Draisaitl off the right wing boards. Down to Podkolzin. Podkolzin in front of the net. Regula was tied up.
Shoot the puck.
Nurse to the right corner for Draisaitl. He's at top of the circle. His shot. And that one goes off of Bryson. It's at the side of the goal. McLeod get it out through the middle. Gave it to Owen Power. Power to center ice. Left wing off of the stick of Krebs. He'll get to it left corner. Right wing boards. Power at the top of the circle. Lost it. Nurse will be able to get it out. 3-0 Sabres. 5.5 to go in the second. Draisaitl in on the right wing. Goes to the right wing corner with McLeod on him. Runs into McLeod. Puck comes loose. And Timmins through the middle. Timmins at center ice will shoot it in. Gets into the left wing corner. Bouchard was in behind the Edmonton net. Up the left wing at the top of the circle. McDavid got it to the line. Past Timmins and out. Roseanne back into his own end. On the right to Timmins. Up in the air and out. Glove down by Ekholm. Over to Bouchard. Now to Nugent Hopkins. Into the Sabres end. Pumps it around on the right. Hits Hyman. Gets into the middle and one-handed out by Quinn. Sent back in by Ekholm to the right wing corner. It's up against the right wing boards. Nugent Hopkins to the point for Bouchard. Oh, shoot it. Saved by Lyon. Kicked it out. And that is cleared out. And that was straight out. The Edmonton Oilers are about to go on the power play. With 4:29 to go here in the second period, Malenstein's clearing attempt goes over the glass and out. Edmonton on the man advantage when we come back. They're down by 3. 3-0 Sabres. 4:29 to go in the second. This is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow? Stuck on the side of the road? Or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
Meet Joe. Joe knows that a happy partner equals a happy trip. Joe booked a room through Edmonton's besthotels.com and scored up to $225 in rewards. Hello date night, fancy dinner, the works. Joe is smart. Be like Joe. Visit EdmontonsBestHotels.com to book your next stay in Edmonton.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know, Alberta's a special place. From the Rockies to the Plains, it's a land of hard work and big dreams. If you're going to tackle it all, you need a truck that can keep up. That's why I can't say enough about my Ford F-150. It's more than a truck. It's a partner. Rugged toughness, serious capability, and smart features that make your life easier, like available Pro Power onboard. The Ford F-150. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow? Stuck on the side of the road? Or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
3-0 Sabres lead. 4:29 to go in the second. Malestein off for delay of game. Puck over the glass. And Edmonton on the power play, presented by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Face-off will be to the right of Alex Lyon.
Edmonton has 12 shots in this game through the first 35 minutes. If they can't get to at least 30 shots in this game by the end of the game, they have no chance of working their way back from 3-0 down. I mean, they're losing draws now. Like
Timmins will shoot it down the ice.
Complete mismatch at center. And McLeod's cleaned up Draisaitl here a couple times.
Bouchard on the right wing. To Draisaitl, now to the middle. To McDavid, to Nugent Hopkins, now to McDavid. He'll come into the Sabres end, cuts across to Draisaitl, the shot, and the save made by Lyon. Bouchard has it left wing point, goes to the middle of the ice. Now to Nugent Hopkins, a shot, misses short side. McLeod will not get it out. Good job by Bouchard, kept it in to McDavid on the right wing. To the blue line to Bouchard. Bouchard to the middle. Now on the right to McDavid. Goes through the slot now towards the net. In front of the net through the skates. A Hyman on the pass. The puck back to the blue line. Bouchard in the middle. Bouchard waiting, shooting. It's blocked. Kept in by Draisaitl. Has it on the right wing. And shot saved by Lyon. The puck in the right wing corner. Nugent Hopkins to Draisaitl. Up near the line, and it was McLeod to get it out of the zone. Tuck will go after it. Tuck gets tied up by Nugent Hopkins. Now gets the puck. Rims it on the right, and will go right to Leon Draisaitl. He'll spin it and get a pass to McDavid. In over the Sabre line, down the left wing. Stops up. He'll find Nugent Hopkins to McDavid. Across to Draisaitl on the right to the blue line. Bouchard, one touches over to McDavid. 30 seconds to go in the man advantage. Into the left wing corner. Nugent Hopkins in behind the net. Over to the right. Oilers down 3-0 here in the second. To Draisaitl. He'll walk it on net. The save made by Lyon. He'll cover that up with 2:50 to go here in the second period. 21 seconds left to go in the penalty to Mallenstein. Second power play unit will come out for Edmonton. Henrique to take the draw against McLeod. Henrique wins it. Right wing point. Matthias Ekholm to the right wing corner. Stops there. To the blue line to Nurse. Nurse to Ekholm. Right wing top of the circle. Ekholm into the corner. McLeod. Or make that Henrique across to Mangiapane. And his shot goes wide. Puck to the blue line. Ekholm over to Nurse. A shot. And that one knocked away by Lyon. Penalty is over across. Ekholm with a blast. Goes high and wide and out of the box. Malenstein into the Oiler end. On the right wing, could not get a pass through the skates of Nurse. And Seavoy will lift it up and out. Edmonton 0 for 2 on the power play. Owen Byram in his own end. Left wing to Krebs. Now across to Samuelson. Off the right wing boards. Peyton Krebs pushes it into the Oilers zone just past Nurse. Tuck battling on the right to Krebs. Pass out to the middle. There's a hand pass, and we got the whistle. It's going to come outside the Edmonton blue line. Minute 50 to go here in the second period. 3-0 Sabres lead. Josh Doan has a pair. Tage Thompson with one.
No ability further down the lineup to change any momentum in this hockey game. Not in its current incarnation. Yes, they're going to get Roslovic back and Kapanen in particular. Those guys will both play in the top 9. They'll give the team more speed. But even Klattberg, you notice him out there, right?
You sure do. Here's Lazar into the Sabres zone. Left for Janmark. Just squeezes by him up to the line and just out. Solid hit by Lazar on Thompson. The crowd reacts to that. Thompson for Tuck comes into the Oiler end. Left wing, the shot by Dahlin, blocked by Emberson.
That's the way. Good hit.
Emberson with a good hit on Dahlin, finishing that up. Tuck has his stick broken and comes near the line, and Krebs could not keep it in. Stumped back in. Sabres have to tag up. Kulak out from behind his net for the Oilers. Long pass, hit the stick of Byram, and it goes over the glass and out of play down at the Sabres end with 1:02 to go here in the second.
Well, Lazar and Frederick got hit, and so did Emberson. As Thompson got drilled by Lazar, and then Lazar got a piece of Tuck, and so did Frederick get a piece of Tuck.
And Emberson hit on Dahlin in the corner.
I wonder what Tuck decides to do.
He's on a last year of his deal.
With a great cap hit.
Ekholm into the Sabre end down the left wing. We're into the last minute here of the second. Edmonton down 3-0. Ekholm got tied up by Power. Loose puck goes to Kozak off the right wing boards, down the ice, icing against Buffalo. I'm sure Alex Tuck would be highly coveted.
Well, he's got to get the Kempe range, doesn't he? I mean, the guy's put up some pretty big numbers here. Multiple 30-plus goal seasons. I don't think he's as pure a scorer as Kempe. A little bit more physicality.
Draisaitl wins the draw, but it's up in the air. Goes past Ekholm, so he's got to go back for it. Over to Bouchard. Up the right wing to center ice, through the middle, now to McDavid, into the Sabres zone, turns to the right wing boards, to the blue line, Bouchard shot, and a glove save made by Lyon. 31 seconds to go here in the second.
The only thing I'd say is it took 3-0 down before the Oilers started putting pucks in the net here. A little bit, we've said that this is almost an exact replica of the game the two teams played in Buffalo. The only difference is that was a 1-1 game. Yeah. The Buffalo ended up winning 5-1 with an empty netter. The Oilers put up 15 goals in the last two games, and right now it looks like they're going to be hard-pressed to beat either Lyon. Ellis is out of the game now. Lyon's come in and played well.
Yep. On the right wing point, Bouchard to the right wing corner. Draisaitl shot saved by Lyon on a sharp angle. And on the right wing, McLeod will get it to the line. Goes off of Ekholm. It stays in, and now just comes out. 15 seconds to go in the period.
Missed the trip.
Bouchard will shoot it in. Kicks off the skate of Timmins. Goes in behind the goal. Draisaitl to the right side. Centering pass, and it pinballs off of McDavid and wide. The period ends. The Oilers are down 3-0 through 40 minutes.
Buffalo's been the better team, and they're up by 3 after 2. The Oilers have a lot of work to do here if they want to at least get a point out of this game.
They were down 1-0 after 1 on a goal by Josh Doan. Tage Thompson, and then Doan with another one here in the second. And that has the Oilers down by a score of 3-0 through 40 minutes. Thompson's got a goal and 2 assists in this game. Dahlin with a pair of assists and Josh Doan with a pair of goals. And that's where we sit right now. 3-0 Sabres leading the Edmonton Oilers after 40 minutes. Brendan Escott and Rob Brown, they are standing by, and they have the intermission for you when we come back. 3-0 Sabres after 40 from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in-stock, ready-to-deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need, when you need it, 24/7, 365, every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
It's easy to remember the needs of our inner city during the holidays, like Christmas and Easter. The truth is, poverty exists all year round. And every single day, there are Edmontonians struggling just to get by. The Mustard Seed is here to help. Your donation today provides food, clothing, and much more for the Mustard Seed community. You can help to change your community every day of the year. Please donate today. Visit theseed.ca.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Skate across the middle, give it to Nugent Hopkins, now to McDavid. Left wing corner, gets it in front. The shot save made by Lyon off a Draisaitl as he got that pass in the slot. And the Oilers with a good chance here on the power play.
That's our highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the winner's zone. Oilers got some work to do to find the winner's zone tonight. Down 3-0 to the Buffalo Sabres here on home ice. It's Brendan Escott, Rob Brown alongside, high above ice level at Rogers Place. Rob, another period in which Edmonton just wasn't going and surrendered too, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think they were better in the first. The first period was very low event. There wasn't a lot of emotion on the Oilers side, but they didn't really give up a whole lot other than the power play tip. That period, until the Oilers were gifted a power play with the puck over the glass, the shots were 21-11. The Oilers had 11 shots on net through 35 minutes of this hockey game, and were creating nothing. The Buffalo scored 3. They also had a 2-on-1 that they just missed while shorthanded. Well, the Buffalo was shorthanded. They had another one, a partial breakaway that they just missed on a pass, like just inches away. And those were happening in a period where the Oilers were generating nothing. So this, the Oilers did have some life in the last 4.5 minutes of this period because they got a power play. But even on their power play, they're not getting the looks they generally get. They missed some passes. They fumbled some pucks, just not creating like we've seen in the past. Give Buffalo credit. They continue to press. They continue to be aggressive. But the Oilers, until there was that power play late in the second period, really generated nothing and don't have the emotional attachment to this game as we've seen in the last few.
Yeah, that's a really keen observation there. And I think as evidenced by another turnover by Bouchard, the likes of which we haven't seen in weeks, it feels like. He had cleaned that right out of his game and then whoops.
Well, it's funny. Evan Bouchard doesn't have average games. Evan Bouchard is either outstanding, and which we've seen over the last 13 games. I think Bob put out that he's got 17 points in the last 13 games. He's like plus 11 or something along that line. Like great numbers. But when he has an off night, and it has been an off night for him tonight. Yeah. We'll go over the play that got messed up there. But like turnovers in the neutral zone, getting beat out of the corner. It's been a tough night, but the one that he got, that was an odd one. Stuart Skinner comes out, plays the puck. Evan Bouchard, there would be communication. Evan Bouchard comes back, picks the puck up. And Bouchard feels pressure from, I believe it was Alex Tuck coming around the one side, but he just didn't look up. And he just took one step out, and there's Tage Thompson, and it's hard to miss him. Tage Thompson is a monster of a man. He's 6'6", 220 pounds. And he just took the puck off Bouchard, and there's no chance for Skinner on that. Tage Thompson is a superstar in this league. We're probably going to see him in the Olympics on the American team. So that was, it was a period that wasn't going well. There's the huge turnover. Then moments after that, the Oilers take a penalty. Now, I don't complain about referees. And this game tonight is not about referees. But the Hyman call was weak. That wasn't an interference call. But when you're gifted a power play, and the Buffalo Sabres were, they score an absolute beauty. Josh Doan, son of a buddy of mine, Shane Doan. That's one that you're watching like, oh, okay, that's pretty. I know that's the opposition, the other guy, but wow, is that nice. But those goals came very close in that period together. So a big mistake, a bad call, but you don't kill it off, and all of a sudden, a game just starts to slip away.
And it's a game that could have slipped further away with that non-call, the no goal on the hand pass. Now, you had that pegged from up here. I don't know if you were had the binoculars out or whatever was going on, but Rob had this called immediately, and sure enough, it was no goal. So it could actually be a worse scoreline than we're looking at right now.
Yeah, I mean, good on the Oilers video team to see that. I'm up here just watching just the way that Alex Tuck turned his body and the puck went where it went. It looked like it was a hand pass. So as soon as I saw that, I looked at the bench to see, and as soon as I saw Chris Knobloch call the ref over, I'm like, okay, he's calling it for hand pass. And it was the right call. A tough call for Alex Tuck, a tough call for Tage Thompson, yet Tage Thompson, he still came out of that period with a goal and assist. Actually, he's got 1 and 2 on the night. We talked before the game how Tage Thompson can control a game. When he's on, he is very on. Yeah. And he's been outstanding. He's got a goal and 2 assists in this game and had a goal taken away from him as well. The Oilers are not out of this game. They will need a save from Skinner in the third period because Buffalo will get a chance or two. But they're just going to have to play with some energy. And we have not seen any energy out of this team at all other than on a power play. And this is not the same Oiler team that we've seen the last number of games. So this could turn out to be a great night if you come back from 3 down in your home barn against a team that you were embarrassed by a few weeks ago, or this could be just one step backwards after a really good stretch the Oilers have had.
Again, Josh Doan's second of the game, is 10th on the season now. An absolute stunner between the legs, a beautiful goal, and you don't think that sucks the life out of the Oilers by any stretch of the imagination. But I'm curious, coming off of a couple days off, the reserve tanks should be topped right up. You should have had no problem coming out here and getting off to a great start, and instead we find them here, and again, desperation level looks to be the difference. Tage Thompson looks like he's come to play tonight to show Connor and Leon and whoever else is paying attention right now that he is one of the elites in the world. And I don't think that there's anybody on the Oilers tonight who's brought the same attitude, the same predisposition.
Yeah, you're right. And it's funny, before the game, we heard that Josh Norris, a late scratch. He's part of a big trade last year for the Buffalo Sabres with the Ottawa Senators. Jason Zucker, another veteran player that's supposed to score goals. He's also out of the lineup. Yet the players that they've put in, again, a no-name group that just impresses. And what they impress with is their doggedness. As you talk about, playing with a desperation. And that's one thing when you are a player that, Tyson Kozak, he's playing on the 4th line. He's got 41 career games. You don't know when your next game's going to be. So when you see him out there, he plays with an urgency in his hockey game. And what we saw in Buffalo, and I was shocked when Lindy Ruff did it, and we've seen tonight, he's throwing his 4th line out there against Connor and Leon. He's saying, all right, we're going to roll all our 4 lines, and we're going to trust that our young players are going to be able to control or at least fight for another day. And Tyson Kozak has had a wonderful game playing tonight against the big players of the Edmonton Oilers. But you said it best. There has been an urgency and a desperation in the Buffalo Sabres game. We've yet, through 40 minutes, seen it in the Edmonton Oilers game. if the Oilers were to come back in this game, get 1 to 2 points, there's going to have to be a different level of desperation in this final 20 minutes than we've seen so far.
They're going to have to pour some shots on here, and Alex Lyon has not been tested at all since he entered this game. Not for a whole stretch of hockey anyway, which is what they're going to need to do in this third period. We are at the second intermission right now. It's a 3-0 Sabres lead. We'll put a bookmark down and things. Come back with the out-of-town scoreboard. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
Drivers seeking power, performance, and unbeatable value don't need to look any further than Freedom Ford. From the legendary F-150 to the rugged Bronco, the versatile Bronco Sport, and full lineup of SUVs built for every adventure, there's a perfect ride for every driver and every lifestyle. With financing rates starting at just 0%, hitting the road has never been easier or more affordable. Visit Freedom Ford on 75th Street in Edmonton and experience the thrill of driving your dream vehicle today.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
This is Global News at the second intermission. I'm Cole for at least 4 hours before driving, but AMA supervisor Nigel Dean says that the best thing you can do is have winter tires. A strike by air transit pilots has been avoided after a tentative deal was reached with the travel company. And the Edmonton Elks have extended quarterback Cody Fajardo throughout the 2026 season. As the Elks starting QB, Fajardo helped the Green and Gold overcome a 1-4 start and led them back into playoff contention up until the final week of the season. I'm Zach Ferguson. Your next scheduled newscast will be after the game on 880 CHED.
Every year, carbon monoxide poisoning kills over 300 Canadians and hospitalizes many more. Carbon monoxide has no smell, taste, or color. But protecting yourself and your family isn't hard. A properly functioning carbon monoxide alarm can detect carbon monoxide and alert you to the danger. We've created a helpful carbon monoxide checklist to help you protect your household. Visit atco.com/co to learn more and download the checklist. ATCO.
Steel Haas Triton, 2 legendary oilfield services brands, 1 powerful partnership. Rooted in innovation, reliability, and a steadfast commitment to excellence, Steel Haas is proudly 100% Canadian-owned and locally manufactured. With over 15 field service locations across the prairies and up to the Rockies, they deliver world-class energy solutions with unmatched responsiveness, helping their customers thrive in the most demanding environments. Steel Haas Triton, engineered for performance, built in Canada. Visit steelhaasinc.com for more information.
OilCountry, the ultimate Oilers watch party happens all season long. Attend Molson Canadian Oilers Game Day live throughout the season for your chance to win 2026-27 Edmonton Oilers season seats. Be there for the next Game Day live flight night for your chance to win a trip for 2 to watch the Oilers play in Vancouver. Join us on December 14th at JT's Bar and Grill. For the full event schedule and to RSVP to the ultimate Oilers watch party, visit OilersGameDayLive.com. This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Time now for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Got a bunch of finals tonight. 6-1, the Lightning beat the Canadians. Canadians have problems in goal. There's no 2 ways to cut that one. Devils 4, Senators 3 in Ottawa. Islanders 5-4 in the shootout over the Golden Knights. Flyers beat the Sharks 4-1. The Ducks, get this, got a goal from Beckett Seneca with 0.1 seconds left on the clock. And if that wasn't dramatic enough, it came shorthanded. That tied things at the end of regulation. They would would go on to beat the Penguins in a shootout in Pittsburgh. Hurricanes beat the Blue Jackets 4-1 in Carolina. Bruins 5, Blues 2 in St. Louis, and the Stars were 4-3 victors over the Jets in a Central Division showdown. Only other game going on right now, the Avalanche and Predators are knotted up at 2 in Nashville. Arturi Lehkonen, Reed Schaefer, former Oilers product, has his second career goal. Brock Nelson as well with his 11th of the season in that one. And down on the farm, you've got the Condors hosting the Henderson Silver Knights tomorrow night. Third straight game for those two teams after a weekend set in Henderson that they split. So that one we'll report on for you throughout the course of Inside Sports tomorrow night. Let you know what's going on there. And the Edmonton Oil Kings are off until Sunday when the Brandon Wheat Kings come to town. They're coming off of their teddy bear toss nights. 16,000 bears flew from the rafters here in support of 880 Ted Santa's Anonymous. So fantastic stuff. That is the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. 3-0. The Oilers are down after 40 minutes of play here. Cam and Bob have third period action. It's your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
3-0. Sabres lead the Oilers. They're getting ready for the third period of play. And the Oilers Holidays in OilCountry 50-50 presented by Rogers, back with life-changing jackpots. Tonight's jackpot, $157,000 right now and climbing. Our next lucky winner could be you. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50. Doan with a pair, Thompson with one. Edmonton down 3-0. We drop the puck. We're underway here in the third. Ekholm will shoot it cross corner into the Sabres and off the right wing boards. McDavid to the net. The shot scores! Connor McDavid, 10 seconds into the third, and the Oilers get on the board. They're down 3-1.
Well, Connor McDavid's starting to heat up a bit offensively here. The Oilers had a poor first 40 minutes, long directional dump in, and McDavid walks off the wall, beats 2 men inside, and then skates around the wide side on Alex line and puts it into the net. It's a 2-goal game.
15th of the year for McDavid. Just 10 seconds into this third period. And McDavid outweighted Alex Lyon. And the Oilers get on the board early here in the third.
You want to tell me why Rasmus Dahlin's up there? Is he trying to buy a couple extra seconds so his video team can look at the sequence of events?
What's to look at?
There was nothing to look at.
Nothing to look at. Dahlin to tuck, got it to the Edmonton blue line. And Bouchard will go in behind the net. Rims it on the right. goes to just inside the Sabre end. And Samuelson up the left wing off the stick of Krebs. Crowd into it now here at Rogers Place. Oilers down 3-1. They score early here in the third. Ekholm picks up the assist on the goal by McDavid as it goes in behind the Sabre net. Jam to the right side. Goes to the right wing corner. Byram checked by Nugent Hopkins. Slides in behind the goal to the left. Nugent Hopkins, his pass in behind. Broken up by Bowen Byram. On the right to Timmins, out through the middle, and Tuck has it at center ice. Tuck will shoot it in.
Kind of looked like you can make an argument, why was that not an icing call?
On the goal.
Yep.
Yeah. And a pass for Seavoy misses. That will be icing against the Edmonton Oilers. Yeah, I don't think Matthias Ekholm was quite to center when he did the cross corner dump in.
All right, you know my shot total here. The only chance they were going to have was to get to 30. Especially since they were splitting along at 12 through the first 35 minutes of this game.
They're currently at 18 for those of you following along at home. On the right wing, Regula up in the air and out. Bryson to Roseanne. Goes into the right wing corner of the Oiler end. Now to McLeod on the left. McLeod taken to the boards by Regula. Puck gets loose. Goes into the middle of the ice. Podkolzin got it out. At center ice, McLeod will shoot it back in.
Savoy's had a tough game tonight for Edmonton.
On the right, Seavoy. Cross to Podkolzin. Will come up to the Sabre line, comes across it, goes towards the net, now to the right wing. Behind the goal to Draisaitl, to Nurse in behind the net. Nurse had it hacked away from him, but it goes to Draisaitl to the right wing point. Amberson, right wing boards to Draisaitl. Their shot, saved by Lyon. The rebound, scores! Vasily Podkolzin has the Oilers to within one. It's a 3-2 Sabre lead.
Simple. Put the puck to the net. Go get it. And the Oilers with 2 goals in the first minute and 56 of this period. And it's game on. Draisaitl fires one a goal, 2 cracks at it, and Podkolzin jams home the rebound. And that will be his 6th of the season. For the man that leads Edmonton in plus minus.
Went to the front of the net. Good things happen. Podkolzin has cut that Sabre lead to 3-2. Emberson will dump it in. It's in behind the Sabre net. Dahlin up the left wing to Greenway. Dumps across corner. Mallenstein, right wing side. Now to Dunn. The crowd into it now at Rogers Place. Oilers with 2 quick goals to start off this third period. It's in behind the Edmonton net. And on the right wing, Kulak up in the air and out. Glove down by Greenway. Greenway to Dunn into the Oiler end on the left wing. Tried to shoot it. That gets blocked. Puck goes to the left side. Mallenstein to Samuelson on the right. Behind the net to Dunn. Dunn taken to the boards, then gets away from Emberson. Now Kulak will take him to the end boards. It's in his skates. Dunn staying with it. Left wing point to Dahlin. It hopped over his stick and it comes out. Dahlin turning at his own blue line.
Majapani probably got away with the slash there.
Through the middle, goes off the stick of Benson into the Oiler end. Regula up the right wing to center ice. Tomaszek's pass broken up following the play. Nurse into the Sabre zone. He'll dump it down the right wing. Podkolzin from Draisaitl and Emberson. He's got the Edmonton Oilers to within 1. Lazar shoot it around to the left wing point. Nurse into the corner. Goes past Tomášek. On the right side for Regula. Regula in the right wing corner. Up to the blue line. Regula cycles it in behind the net. And Timmins lost it. Went off the stick of Tomášek and getting it out his dome. Draisaitl with that assist now to 994 career points. Down the right wing, it's McDavid to the net. A shot goes wide to the left wing point. Ekholm. On the right wing around off of Bouchard. That is cleared out by Timmins and down the ice. It's icing against the Sabres. 4 minutes, 1 second gone here in the third. 3-2 Sabres lead. Couple of quick goals by Edmonton. And it's got the building right back in it.
Well, now the differences in the game is the Buffalo power play 2 for 3. Edmonton at 0 for 2.
Face off to the right of Lyon.
You were a big fan of this back in the day, weren't you?
Sure. Puck goes between the Oiler defenseman and down the ice. Late 70s Boney M for you. Weaving his way out, Bouchard into the Sabre end of McDavid, now to Ekholm, a shot off the stick, a Lion, puck goes to the left wing point, Ekholm throws it around on the right, it goes to the right point, Bouchard to the middle, his shot, whistled it just wide.
Never saw it, that hits the net, it's in the net.
Krebs will get it out to Samuelson, the Edmonton blue line will dump it in. The right wing corner, Bouchard for McDavid. Right wing just past Hyman. He'll go into the Sabre zone. Hyman trying to get position on Samuelson. They go to the right wing corner. Samuelson dumped down. Puck in behind the net. Power around the boards to the line where Kulak will keep it in. Left wing corner. Lifted up in the air and out by Samuelson. Podkolzin in his own end for Emberson, but he's up against the boards. Quinn got it free, came right back to Emberson. Over to Kulak to tie Emberson. Emberson through the neutral zone, off the stick of Podkolzin and in. 3-2 Sabres here in the third. Draisaitl in the right wing corner, centering pass, oh, the save made by Lyon. A redirection by Podkolzin, right on net. That was a good save by Lyon.
And Darlene lucky didn't get a tripping call right in front of the net on a bang-bang play.
Smart play by Draisaitl. Face off to the left of Lyon. McDavid and Podkolzin have scored here in the third. Draisaitl will take this draw against Kozak.
Boy, who's ever doing the shot counting tonight in this building, they're having a rough night too.
Puck gets to the left wing corner. Darlene off the right wing boards and out. Draisaitl's pass, that is picked off, and it is brought in, comes over to Benson, his shot off the stick of Emberson and out of play. Be a face-off in the Oilers zone. Draisaitl, McDavid, and Podkolzin now all with points in 3 straight games. Ekholm as well, points in 3 straight. Face off to the right of Skinner. Lazar to take the draw. Puck rimmed on the left. Doesn't get out. Samuelson kept it in. It's into the left wing corner. Kozak hacked it into the corner. Henrique for Edmonton rimming it. Cross ice pass finds Regula. Center ice will softly dump the puck in. Byram in the corner. All on the right. Into Samuelson over to Byram. Byram through the middle and directed in by Malenstein. Skinner's going to come out and play it. He has it up against the back of the net. Almost lost it. Now the pass to the right wing point. Getting to the middle of the ice was Power to Darlene. His shot off of Henrique goes into the left wing corner. Greenway behind the net to Malenstein. Then lost it. Puck comes loose to the left wing. Malenstein to the blue line for Power. Across the one-timer. The save made by Skinner on that shot from the right wing point. That was drilled on goal by Darlene. And Regula for Mangiapane. Slow it down as he passes it to Nurse and goes off for a change. 3-2, Sabres lead, 6:45 gone here in the third. McDavid through center ice, down the left wing for Hyman, into the Sabres zone. In behind the net, over to the right wing point to Bouchard. Along the boards to McDavid, to Bouchard, will come down that right wing to the net. A shot! That one hits somebody in front. Nugent Hopkins couldn't find it. Puck on the right wing. McDavid, a shot save made by Lyon. Hit his glove and kept out. Timmins will get it out. Center ice to Krebs. Taken to the boards by Ekholm. Goes to the right wing. McLeod there for Buffalo. In behind the net, pass comes out to Krebs. He's unable to get a shot, and there's McDavid to steal. Through the middle, gets over the Sabre line. Checked by Darlene. Darlene will clear it. Go down into the Edmonton end, and it's Ekholm on the right wing to Bouchard. Into the middle of Podkolzin. Comes into the Sabre zone, goes to the right wing corner, in behind the goal, scoops it around to the left wing point. Kulak on the right to Draisaitl. In behind the net, gets away from Darlene and tried to one-hand it back. Penalty coming up as Draisaitl got tripped up. Darlene's going to go off for a trip. And the Edmonton Oilers will go on the power play. 7 minutes and 51 seconds into the third. They're down by 1. 3-2 Sabres lead. Oilers on the man advantage when we come back. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's a new era for Ford in Edmonton. Welcome to Big West Ford. Located westbound on Stony Plain Road just east of the Henday. Big West Ford is Edmonton's newest and most exciting Ford dealership. Whether you're after the legendary F-150, the Powerhouse 350 Super Duty, or the adventurous Bronco, they've got you covered with exceptional selection and service right here in your city. Big West Ford, driven by you. Visit Big West Ford at 18208 Stony Plain Road or online at bigwestford.com.
Every year, Janet hosts a dinner. Some of her friends have lost their partners. Some can't make the drive to see their families for the holidays. So they come to her. In 2021, Janet's home was one of many in Western BC that flooded. It looked like her dinner wasn't going to happen that year. Until the Canadian Red Cross helped get her back in her home in time to host. Help keep traditions like Janet's alive this holiday season. Donate at redcross.ca and have your donation triple matched.
Don't look now, but I think we're being followed.
Oh, that's just my Fountain Tire sidecar.
Well, they're driving pretty close.
Because they're attached.
Save up to 15% on select tires until December 13th.
Cool.
Plus, get up to $125 off a set of 4 Goodyear tires.
Anything else?
Get $50 off $150 service when you buy those tires.
Well, that's handy.
Yep.
And weird.
Well, I love my Fountain Tire sidecar.
Book your appointment online today. Restrictions apply. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together, Canada.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Oilers with the man advantage, presented by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Darlene to the penalty box for tripping. 3-2 Sabres lead. 7:51 gone here in the third period.
Oilers with 2 quick ones in the first 2 minutes. They're out shooting Buffalo 6-2 here in the third, 24-23. We have a malfunctioning shot clock in-house. Leon's got to win a draw here. McLeod won the last couple on the PK for Buffalo.
Edmonton's third power play. They're 0 for 2 so far in this game. And McDavid will have to come in, take the draw against Ryan McLeod. McDavid wins the draw. Bouchard left wing to Nugent-Hopkins into the corner. McDavid skates towards the net. Zurich pass off the stick. Goes to the left wing. Nugent-Hopkins top of the circle. Towards the net now into the corner to McDavid. To the blue line in the middle. Bouchard left side. McDavid to Nugent-Hopkins. Across to Draisaitl. Hit a stick. Goes to Bouchard on the blue line. Left wing to McDavid. McDavid turns in the left wing corner. Now to Nugent-Hopkins, centering pass. That was blocked, sliding across Timmins. And Draisaitl on the left wing, top of the circle to McDavid, to Draisaitl, and he had his stick lifted. Puck to the right wing point. Bouchard off the right side, and it hit McLeod, and it comes out.
McLeod's had a great game for Buffalo.
Bouchard through the middle of the ice. Oilers down by 1 here in the third. Swings it back to McDavid, comes into the Sabres zone, a shot off a stick and wide. McDavid recovers it to Nugent-Hopkins, left wing to the point for Bouchard. Left side, McDavid in front, just tipped wide by Hyman. Puck near the right wing point, and Bouchard keeps it in, cross ice to McDavid. Now to Nugent-Hopkins in the slot, right wing Draisaitl to Bouchard. The shot saved by Lyon, and the rebound cleared out by Power.
Don't want Lyon get that, or did Hyman get that?
Might have hit him.
He could hit Hyman. Good-looking power play, just didn't score.
Puck up the right wing to Draisaitl. Into the Sabres zone. To the right wing corner. Into the slot. Off the stick of Nugent-Hopkins to McDavid. Trying to walk to the middle, and he was poked away and cleared out by McLeod.
Well, I got the shot clock working.
Back up to speed. Oilers down 3-2. 10:24 to go here in the third. Seavoy. In over the line on the right wing, goes to the right wing corner. Penalty over in 5 seconds. Comes free in behind the net, and Mangiapane to the blue line. Ekholm shot. That one blocked in the slot. It's sent out. Penalty over. Edmonton over 3 on the power play.
Difference in the game right now.
Cleared out by Timmins. Emberson has to turn on it. Doan on him. Gets into the corner. Henrique along the boards, but Kozak dug it free, then lost it to Mangiapane. Mangiapane will get it out. That gets to center ice. And Mangiapane checked at the blue line of the Sabres. The left wing, Dahlin to center. Flips the puck in. Kulak up the right wing boards off of Tomashik and out. 9:25 to go in the third. 3-2, Buffalo leading. Dahlin off the glass, bumped down by Emberson. Dumped it into the corner. Puck near the blue line where Benson will get it out, but not hard enough for icing. Bouchard will stop in behind the Edmonton net. Skating through, McDavid takes the puck. He's up the right wing. McDavid knocked off his stick, so Bouchard to Podkolzin into the Sabres zone, over to the right top of the circle, to the blue line. Bouchard, cross ice. It gets to Ekholm, a shot, and kicked out by Lyon. Puck in the right wing corner. Podkolzin around the boards to Draisaitl. He's at the top of the circle, to the blue line to Bouchard. Bouchard on the right to McDavid. McDavid around the top of the circle to the left wing point to Bouchard. Down the left wing, Ekholm will take a shot off the glove of Lyon. A backhand save by Lyon, and the puck comes free. Krebs will get it to the line and out. Oilers come close. It's brought in on the right. McDavid to the middle of the ice. Podkolzin. He won't get a shot. Got spun around, and Krebs will skate away for Buffalo. Into the Edmonton zone, goes to the right wing corner. Krebs pass to the middle to Dunn, hits a stick. Samuelson on the left wing point, a shot. And that one hit Malenstein, and then he put it wide. Under 8 to go in the third. 3-2, Sabres lead. Nugent-Hopkins to Frederick on the right wing. To Bouchard, across to Ekholm. Off the left wing boards to Nugent-Hopkins. Into Sabre territory to the left corner. Taken to the boards by Dahlin. The puck comes free on the right. Frederick on the right side, pinned. It's in his skates. Nugent-Hopkins can get it to the blue line. Regula, shot, save by Lyon. He held on as Frederick may have got a piece of it on its way to the net. We're going to take a break. 7:28 to go in the third. 3-2, Sabres lead the Oilers. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at Selly Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino.
I'm Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
And I'm Zach Hyman.
And when we're not making juicy, sweet passes
or having my goals disallowed,
we're working for Legacy Heating and Cooling.
You know, guys used to call me a plumber.
And now they call you an HVAC technician.
Nice.
Hey, guys, you're not here to install furnaces. You're here to sing the jingle.
Oh.
Well.
Okay.
Call Legacy. Call Legacy.
No payments and no interest for 1 year from qualified installers. Legacy Heating and Cooling.
40 years strong in Western Canada, Pizza 73 has been serving up the pizza you crave. From their famous pan pizzas and golden crispy wings to bold new creations like stuffed crust and the all-new volcano pizza. They keep bringing the flavor. Born in OilCountry, made in OilCountry. They're proud to be serving Edmonton since 1985. Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Order now at pizza73.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. We're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 3-2. Sabres lead, 7:28 to go in the third period.
Oilers, a much better team here in the third. They've elevated their level of performance. Difference in the game. Buffalo 2 for 3 in the power play. Edmonton's lethal power play having an 0 for night.
Puck on the left wing point across to Draisaitl, just glancing off the stick of Timmins before Draisaitl could pull the trigger on the one-timer. Nurse on the left wing point. Got it in behind the net. Timmins will go high in the air and out with it. And way out.
Scoreboard. Hit the scoreboard, I think.
I think you're right. I've seen that a couple of times in the last few games.
Savoy hit
hit. All right. Face off to the right of Alex Lyon. Came into this game after Colton Ellis got run into by Tomashek.
And he's been good.
Yeah, Lyon's been very good.
And Ellis was good early. Oilers won 29 of 46 faceoffs in this game here. And they're waving Leon out. So.
All right, McDavid into the circle. Take the draw against Kozak. The puck goes to Timmins. He had his stick lifted. McDavid, penalty coming up.
Hyman's, it's 2 offensive zone draws for him in this game.
Gonna be a hooking call.
And the Oilers have gone. Buffalo's bench was screaming for a call there. You could hear it. He hooked him.
Well, talking about big penalty kill. Oilers got one right here.
And McLeod did everything possible to sell that. This is a massive kill from the Oilers.
Brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Buffalo is 2 for 3 with a man advantage in this game. Face off to the right of Skinner. Benson to take the draw against Lazar. Lazar wins it. Bouchard crossed to Nugent Hopkins in the left wing corner and through the middle of the ice and all the way down. Dahlin out from behind his net on the left wing. Bump it back to Thompson. Thompson up to the Edmonton blue line and shoots it in. As it rims on the right, Ekholm up against the boards. They battle for it. McLeod trying to get it to the blue line, but he can't. Instead, it's swung across on the left. It goes to Thompson. Thompson to the left wing corner to Benson. Now on the right to McLeod. McLeod to Benson. Now to McLeod. McLeod will shoot it. Save made by Skinner. Thompson to the point for Dahlin to Thompson to the middle. To Benson, now to Dahlin on the right. McLeod cross ice pass. It'll get to the line and it will come out. Dahlin on the left wing to Tage Thompson. Off the boards and in. Ty Emberson went to clear it and hit Thompson. And,
man, you gotta be kidding me.
A tripping call to Adam Henrique.
You gotta be kidding me.
52
Stripes.
seconds to go in the penalty to
these guys. Hyman. I'll tell you, they've been involved in the game. Thought that was a pretty tough call. Bang, bang play. Thompson sold it. And a full 52-second 5-on-3. Don't be surprised if Buffalo takes a timeout here.
Which they just did. Well, the Oilers killed off a minute 45 of a 5-on-3 in Seattle. As the Oilers went on to win that game 4-0 against the Kraken. And they'll be called upon for 52 seconds of 5-on-3.
But think of some of the penalties in this game. Tomashek net drive. Hyman on a pick. Hyman on an offensive zone hook.
You always say it's a loser's lament.
What I'm saying is Edmonton's done it to themselves. There's been some easy calls for them to make.
Oh, I see. I thought you were saying the calls were bad.
I'm saying 3 of the 5 have originated in the
offensive zone. Yes.
Right?
You don't want to do that.
It's not like you're taking a goal away from Buffalo.
You don't want to do that. Face off to the left of Skinner. Puck to the blue line.
No stick for Nuge.
To Darlene, to the right side. Benson in front to Tuck. Oh, somehow Skinner or someone got a piece of it. It went over the net. Darlene in the middle on the blue line. Left wing to Thompson. Darlene shot, and that was knocked away by Skinner. Got it with a blocker. And the puck in the left wing corner. Quinn to Thompson. Now to Darlene in the middle, waiting. Across to Benson on the right. A shot, pad save made by Skinner. Darlene will keep it in to Thompson to Darlene. One-timer, and that one off the outside of the post, and it comes out. 10 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. Darlene through the middle of the ice. Now on the right to Tuck. To Darlene, right wing corner. One penalty is done. It's 5-on-4. Benson out of the right corner in front to Tuck. Stick lifted left side. Thompson shot. Save made by Skinner. Off of Tage Thompson. And the puck along the boards. In the skates of Thompson. Crowd reacting is getting knocked. Now a penalty coming. Hyman got knocked down, and now eventually a penalty against the Sabres, and it's going to be Tuck. So there's 48 seconds left to go in the penalty to Henrique. So we're going to go 4-on-4.
And I think, given the amount of time left in this game, and the fact that you haven't used McDavid and Draisaitl on the PK here, I think you got. See, I wouldn't do this. I would go Connor and Leon. I know what they're saying. 48 seconds, you're going to have the power play. I would just get him out here right now. Podkolzin and Seavoy.
That one-timer in the slot hit the stick of Kulak that went over the net, because that looked like a sure goal. Just saw the replay. Kulak got his stick just enough of it.
Now, Seavoy is a right shot and has played a lot of center growing up.
The St. Albert product to take this draw against Krebs from Okotoks. The puck goes to the left wing point. Kulak's going to take it out of the zone. The Oilers will regroup here. And Kulak inside his own end for Edmonton. 3-2 Sabres lead. 4:35 to go here in the third period. Drops it back to Podkolzin. He'll dump it to the right wing corner, go after it, and recover it himself. Swing it back to the blue line, but Nurse wasn't quite there yet, and they'll go down the ice. Oilers on the power play in 20 seconds time as Nurse out from behind the Edmonton net. Nurse into the Sabres zone, right wing to Seavoy, to the right wing point for Kulak. Pulls it off the boards, goes across to Podkolzin, to Kulak, plays it off his skate, and it does come out.
Okay, got a change here.
Kulak inside his own end, and now Edmonton on the power play, presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Through the middle of the ice, McDavid into the Sabres zone. Along the blue line to Bouchard.
Too passive.
Right wing for Draisaitl. Top of the circle towards the net. That hits something, gets into the middle of the ice. McLeod will get it all the way down.
Bouchard has a chance. Top of face-off circle. Let it rip.
45 seconds to go in the penalty to Tuck. Up the right wing, it's Draisaitl. Comes into the Sabres zone, stops in the right wing boards. Off the boards, up in the air, that does come out. And at his own blue line is McDavid. And McDavid into the Sabre end on the right wing for Draisaitl near the point. Comes down the boards into the corner. McDavid looks in front. His pass, and that one just went off a Greenway, and it comes out. 3:08 to go here in the third. Oilers down by 1. Draisaitl to McDavid into the Sabre zone through the middle. Little button hook at the blue line on the right wing point. Now to Draisaitl. For McDavid to the blue line in the middle. Bouchard left to Nugent Hopkins. His shot, and that one went off at Timmins. And they battle for it in the corner. Malenstein got dumped down. It's in his skates. Penalty coming up to Edmonton.
Backside official. Frontside ref didn't call it.
Oh. With 2:43 to go here in the third, the Oilers down by 1. And Edmonton, Nugent Hopkins off for the hook. When we come back, Oilers on the penalty kill. 3-2, Sabres lead. 2:43 to go in the third from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. Around these parts, we work hard, play hard, and we demand the best. Sometimes you need a truck that's a cut above. The Ford Super Duty. Tough enough for any job with the style and luxury you deserve. It's as powerful as it is refined, with cutting-edge features that make every drive a pleasure. In short, this ain't your everyday pickup. The Ford Super Duty. Drive the finest truck Alberta has to offer today at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PV sent you.
In OilCountry, winning on the ice goes hand in hand with winning off the ice. With the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50 presented by Rogers, winning can mean both a life changed and a life saved. Because every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. And with the largest jackpots in all of sports, you could become Alberta's next millionaire. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com. Because when you play, all of OilCountry wins.
AGLC license number 744517.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
2:43 to go in the third. 3-2, Sabres lead the Oilers. Nugent Hopkins goes to the box. Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Face off to the right of Stuart Skinner. Edmonton down 3-0 after 2. Get 2 goals early in this third period. 6th power play of the night for Buffalo. They're 2 for 5. To the right wing corner, and Bouchard will get it out at center to Janmark. Cross ice to Lazar, and he had to wait and back up.
Who's going?
And now Power at center ice to Thompson. Thompson will shoot it in. It's going to rim on the right wing. Owen Power into the right wing corner. Gets into his skates. Emberson with a loose puck on the backhand. He hit Kulak with it. Now gets it out in the second opportunity. And the puck in the neutral zone. Doan into the Oiler end on the left now to McLeod. He's top of the circle. To the point to Power to McLeod. Left wing corner. Thompson to the blue line to Power. To Thompson off the left wing. To the left wing corner for Doan. Doan to the net, a shot, and that one blocked, and the puck comes loose on the right wing, and Seavoy to center ice, and he'll dump it in on the left side. Henrique into the left wing corner. 54 seconds to go in the power play for the Sabres. Minute 35 to go in the third. Edmonton down 3-2.
Like, I'm surprised who's out here.
Winding it up the right wing. Quinn to center ice. Got dumped down, lost the puck. Nurse on the right to Janmark, now to Lazar. His shot off the stick of Byram, and that goes out of play.
Like, now you're going to... Do you pull Skinner here, or does it depend on whether or not you get an offensive zone face-off win? Yeah, you got to call a timeout here, don't you?
Well, those guys are rested that are coming out. There goes Skinner's going to the bench.
So you got to win the draw.
Oh, no, he's not. He is, yeah, he just said you got to win the draw. Skinner goes back to
it's
his
a rough
net.
call against Nugent Hopkins.
Sure.
I got to tell you that right now. He's 32 seconds away from going on the ice.
Skinner is up near the top of the circle. Draisaitl, McDavid, Ekholm, and Bouchard out for Edmonton. Face-off one. Bouchard, the shot. That was blocked. It hit Benson. Goaltender to the bench for the extra attacker. Ekholm, left wing corner to McDavid. To the blue line of Matthias Ekholm. Left side to McDavid. Penalty over in 18 seconds. McDavid going to the net. A shot, and he couldn't get the shot through, and Krebs will get it out. It'll go down the ice. That is going to be icing with 52 seconds left. Just 9 seconds left in the penalty to Nugent Hopkins.
And McDavid saying, where's the hook on the walk off the wall?
Face off to the right of Lyon. This time the puck goes across, and Benson off the boards and out with it. At center ice, puck chopped near the Edmonton blue line, went off some skates. Nugent Hopkins back out there. There's an empty net, and the shot by Tuck doesn't get through. Ekholm starting up. 34 seconds left on the right wing for McDavid. Comes into the Sabres zone, stops up to Draisaitl on the right side. Draisaitl, a shot, saved by Lyon. It goes off the corner boards and down the ice.
Thought he got him 5-hole there.
Oh, Lyon just got enough. 16 seconds left. Bouchard in the middle to Draisaitl. Into the Sabres zone on the right for Hyman to Draisaitl. Goes in behind the goal. Now to Nugent Hopkins. He's right corner to the blue line. Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins. He'll walk out. The pass, the shot, rebound. Score! With 1 second left, and this game is tied at 3. Unreal.
Well, Alex Lyon was down and out. The Buffalo bench is looking. Oh, they're going to challenge for sure. Draisaitl get a piece of line? I don't
think he got pushed in. That's going to be a goal. Wow. This game's tied at 3. Connor McDavid, second of the night, 16th of the season, tying the game. Well, now they got 1.9 on there, so we'll go 1958. And Edmonton ties it up. They're down 3-0 after 40 minutes.
They're taking some time here. And we got ourselves a tie game, and the Oilers got a point. 1958 of the third.
They battle back. They drop the puck. We're going to need some extra time. The Oilers tie this up with the Sabres.
Nugent Hopkins and Bouchard on the assists.
All right. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to have 3-on-3 overtime for you. Tied at 3, the Oilers and the Sabres from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
The future of animals everywhere is at risk. In the last 40 years, over half of the world's animal populations have disappeared. Biodiversity is in crisis, and we need to do something now to reverse this alarming trend. Earth Rangers knows that no one cares more about animals than our children. And by providing them with the tools and the inspiration to take action, kids can make a real difference to the survival of wildlife. Already, thousands of children across Canada are joining forces as Earth Rangers to help protect animals and their habitats. To get your child involved or to make a donation, please visit earthrangers.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Well, I hope you didn't leave early, as the Edmonton Oilers have battled back, tied this game at 3 with the Sabres. We're heading to OT. Oilers in 3-on-3 overtime. They're 5-3 this year, 0-2 in shootouts, so 5-5 overall. The Sabres are 1-4 in 3-on-3 overtime, 2-0 in shootouts, so 3-4 overall. Connor McDavid scoring at 19:58 from Nugent Hopkins and Bouchard to tie this game. Edmonton down 3-0 after 40 minutes.
So McLeod, Tuck,
Power? No, Darlene.
Some guys that can skate out there. Possession being 9/10 of the law in overtime. 61% Edmonton on the face-offs in this game. Draisaitl against McLeod. McLeod's had a decent game tonight going up against Leon. Leon's just trying to overpower him right off the draw here.
All right. 5 minutes on the board. We almost dropped the puck. We've tried twice. But it's an important face-off. Sometimes you get the puck first, and that's it. The game ends. All right, Draisaitl wins it all the way back into the Edmonton zone. Bouchard after it, Tuck on him. They go to the end boards. Tuck got it loose, though, and he gave it to McLeod. Has it right point. Left side, Darlene shot hits. Something goes wide, and Tuck takes it out of the zone.
That's coaching. They went right at Bouchard, tried to create the turnover there. Look out, Darlene can skate. So can McLeod.
And McLeod's got it right now. Weaves through center. Comes into the Oiler end on the left wing. To the left wing boards at the hash marks. In front of the net to Tuck. He scores. Tuck was wide open in front of the net and ends the game. Sabres win it 4-3 in overtime.
Well, Ryan McLeod with a great play. Beat 2 men on the play.
Oilers won the draw, never got the puck.
Never got the puck.
Never got it.
And Bouchard was a little bit of lack of urgency there, and Tuck sold out on the forecheck and created the turnover, and Edmonton never got the puck back.
Never did. And Alex Tuck gets his 11th of the season, 33 seconds into overtime, and Buffalo ends a 3-game losing streak and wins this one 4-3 in OT. Well, that's 3-on-3 overtime for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Had a couple guys have tough nights tonight. Bouchard will tell you he needed to be better. Directly involved in 2 goals against in this game. The 2 even strength goals that were scored against Edmonton.
Oilers battle back in this one, though. Down 3-0. I know you don't like the start. You don't like being down 3-0. But
you give hey, credit to them. They came back. But at the end of the day here, you got to find a way to be better than Edmonton was for large stretches of this game.
Absolutely. But you have to be happy with the resolve of coming back.
Yeah. They didn't
lie down and die.
They need a much better start against Detroit on Thursday.
Yeah, McLeod and Darlene both get assists, of course, on the goal by Tuck.
Darlene, a 3-point performance tonight. You know my thoughts on him. They're a different team when they don't have him in the lineup. Last year, he missed 8 games in a row, and they lost all 8 games. I mean, this guy's a hell of a player. He's their best player. He plays 25 minutes a game in the back end. And McLeod, the thing about McLeod, I don't think he would have put up a 20-goal, 50-point season in Edmonton as a third-line center. But, because he's playing second-line center in Buffalo.
Yeah.
But the argument was, and unfortunately tonight, Seavoy had a quiet game. Though he did a good job late in penalty kill, late in the game, and the Oilers killed off 3 straight shorthanded situations in the third period. But, man, oh, man, in McLeod's case, he came to play tonight. He had a good night. He was all around it. Created some things. 4 offensive zone penalties by Edmonton. The call on Nugent-Hopkins at the end of the game was just brutal. McDavid with 2 goals. Doan with 2 goals. Tuck with the OT winner. Darlene and Thompson, big performances as well. And the Oilers take the loss.
4-3 the final. The Sabres over the Edmonton Oilers in overtime. Edmonton getting a couple of goals. Yeah, Connor McDavid. Vasily Podkolzin scored as well. It was a pair for Josh Doan, Tage Thompson, and then Alex Tuck. He had the game winner for the Sabres. Colton Ellis started the game in goal, got run into by David Tomashik. Alex Lyon went the rest of the way, played well for Buffalo. It was Stuart Skinner going the distance for the Edmonton Oilers. So the Oilers dropped to 13, 11, and 6.
You're really disappointed to see how that game was lost ultimately in overtime.
Yeah.
You win the draw. You have puck possession. You got to vacate the zone with the puck. That sequence cannot happen. It did. And, Edmonton rallies from 3-0 down. They get Detroit. Identical situation. Look, Calgary's playing really good at home. And Buffalo continues the trend. They have not won a regulation road game all season. They're up 3-2. The Oilers tie it with 2 seconds left, but they still win it in overtime. And Edmonton drops to 2-1-1 on this 5-game homestand. And given the position that the Oilers, coaches will tell you got to get points, you got to get points, you got to get points. I'm sorry. Buffalo's coming off the second of a back-to-back. They kicked your butt early in the season. You needed to wake up before the third period. They did wake up in the third. They got themselves a point. Be better early against Detroit. That's the message coming up on Thursday.
That's what's coming up Thursday. Detroit will be in town. Edmonton 13-11-6 on the year. Buffalo improves to 12-14-4. 4-3 the final. Sabres over the Oilers in overtime. A Rogers postgame show is coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers postgame show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
To the blue line, Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins. He'll walk out, the pass, the shot, rebound, score! McDavid with 1 second left, and this game is tied at 3.
Well, just in the nick of time, the Edmonton Oilers do get a point tonight as they tie it with 2 seconds left. That's the Century Casino Highlight Zone, all in all games all season. Century Casinos, 3 great locations. Edmonton, St. Albert next to the Edmonton International Airport at Century Mall. Welcome to the Winter Zone. This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca. You're tuned in to the Rogers postgame show on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 Chad, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
All right, New Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance, goal of the game, health, dental, travel. We got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. That's Spring of Order Inside the Game analyst Rob Brown. Rob, your assessment on tonight's game.
Well, the Oilers played well for 20 minutes. In the National Hockey League, that doesn't usually get you 2 points. They were sleepy for the first 40 minutes. We talked before the game that this is a Buffalo team that's probably lacking a lot of confidence in their game right now. They're on a long road trip. It hasn't gone well for them, so what you want to do is you want to jump on them. Don't give them any reason to believe that they have a chance of winning the hockey game. And the Oilers were sleepy through 40 minutes. They woke up with a power play with 4.5 minutes to go in the second period. Actually, at that point, very fortunate to be in the game still. Yeah. They woke up in the third period. They played better in the third, but everything has to go right for the rest of the night. And in overtime, a mistake by Bouchard. All 3 Oilers, Leon, Connor, and Bouchard staring at the puck on the game-winning goal, and Connor left the slot. He left the slot, someone comes into it, and all of a sudden it's a breakaway for Tuck. So probably a deserved result for the Oilers. I don't know if through the first 40 minutes if they would have deserved 2 points in this game. You like them coming back. You like the effort level, the resiliency, but you certainly don't like the first 40 minutes.
Need more early, fair to say?
Yeah, a lot more early. I mean, this is not a good Buffalo Sabres team. They're struggling again this year, and they gave the Buffalo Sabres hope by the way they played in the first 40 minutes. Now, they had the great pressure in the third, but you know, this is a Buffalo team. You don't come back against Dallas. You don't come back against Vegas. You don't come back against Colorado when you're down 3 going into a period. So there was good in this game in the third period, but there was a lot of things that you didn't like in the first 40 minutes. And then the overtime, the Oilers win the faceoff, and I heard you and Mooner talking about it. Evan Bouchard has to be on his horse.
And he's not.
And he wasn't. And he allowed, Alex Duck read that. He goes, okay, he's not going full blast. I'm going to go in and try and win the battle.
And he did.
And he did win the battle. And then you are the best puck possession 3-on-3 team in the world. He never had puck possession, and then the Oilers got watching a puck, and Alex
he had a rough night.
Well, that's the with Evan Bouchard. And I know the stats that you just put out on Twitter, I think it was yesterday. He's had a great run. He's been playing really, really well. He took all of that out of his game. But when Evan has an off game,
it's bad.
It is a big, big off game. And tonight, it was just nothing went right for him. And overtime was just another example of it. So it was a tough night for him. Good that you got a point, but I think you're disappointed if you're an Edmonton Oilers player at the way this game went against a Buffalo team that, in all honesty, you should beat.
100%. McLeod looked all right.
He played great. He was fantastic. Well, before the game, we called it the I can't remember. Actually, I'm going to screw it up because I don't know what the sponsorship is, but it was head-to-head. And we talked about the Oilers got the best power play in the league.
Yeah.
The Buffalo Sabres, the third best penalty kill.
And they won.
They won it. That was the difference in this hockey game. The penalty kill was
fantastic. And Bouchard directly responsible for the 2 even-strength goals that the Oilers gave up. He flat out got outworked and stripped on the 2-0 goal that just sucked the life and energy out of the building. I think it had the Oilers a bit in shock.
Well, everyone was in shock. I think Thompson was in shock.
Yeah, and then you could just see the lackadaisical... Dude, at what point,
Well, you're talking about the overtime goal, correct?
Yeah.
Well, it's the thing that happens is every team in the National Hockey League does video. They scout. They have video, and Brian McLeod was going forward on that draw. He was pushing it forward, and it was going to be a race between Tuck and Bouchard, and Tuck read it, and he just went in there with the intent on winning a battle, and he did win the battle, and you just took the puck out of the hands of Connor and Leon in overtime, and credit to the Sabres, and what a play though, that play by Ryan McLeod.
That was a great play.
Is between 3 different players. So McLeod was fantastic in this game. The Buffalo Sabres probably deserved the 2 points. The Oilers got a point on the back of Connor McDavid having a fantastic third period.
Great stuff, Rob.
Sounds good, Bob.
This is the Rogers Postgame Show, Oilers Radio Network.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage.
You want to go?
Counseling services.
Let's go!
Dental coverage.
That was not offside.
And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age. From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
All right, where are we going here? We're going to go to the out-of-town scoreboard, which is brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. The Edmonton Oil Kings are 21-6-3 on the season, and on Sunday they host the Brandon Wheat Kings. The Oil Kings will be down at least 4 players, a couple of their check forwards, a couple of their defensemen, including Ethan McKenzie, who's an undrafted player this past year. He's been invited to Team Canada. Blake Fiddler invited to the United States World Junior Camp. As for the Bakersfield Condors tomorrow night, they're against Henderson. Right now, Quinn Hudson is leading the American Hockey League rookies in goals and American Hockey League rookies in points. to the National Hockey League as we take a look at around the league tonight. Here we go. Avalanche and Predators are tied at 2. That's late in the third period. Tampa Bay bombed the Montreal Canadiens 6-1. They got a bunch of players back now. Kucherov and Hedman and Point are all back for Tampa. Devils a 4-3 win in Ottawa. The Islanders a 5-4 shootout victory over the Vegas Golden Knights. Flyers 4-1 over San Jose. The Ducks win 4-3 in a shootout over Pittsburgh. 4-1 for the Hurricanes over the Blue Jackets. Boston, a 5-2 win in St. Louis. Boy, St. Louis having a tough year. I think St. Louis has now dropped to minus 30 in goal differential. Chilly, to say the least. A couple of assists for David Pasternak in that game. Dallas Stars built up a big lead and ended up knocking off the Winnipeg Jets by a score of 4-3. And the Buffalo Sabres here at Rogers Place, Josh Stone, a pair of goals. They built up a 3-0 lead. The Oilers tied it. Connor McDavid, 2 goals, including the game tie with 2 seconds left. 3-3 into OT. Oilers won the job, but Bouchard got stripped in overtime, and Edmonton loses 4-3 in overtime. This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow, stuck on the side of the road, or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow, stuck on the side of the road, or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
Let's go to the smart play of the game, brought to you by Catelli Smart Pasta with the all-natural ingredients. It's a smart move for your next meal. Look for the all-natural ingredients flag on the box the next time you shop. And the smart play of the night tonight, we're going to give to Vasily Podkolzin. He plays a north-south game. He retrieves pucks, and he got a huge goal to make it 3-2, sandwiched in between the Connor McDavid 3-1 and Connor McDavid game-tying goal in the final 2 seconds. Tonight's Molson Cup 3 stars. Kennedy hit it. 3 stars brought to you by Molson, the official beer of the Edmonton Oilers, whether it's Canadian, Ultra, Export, or Excel. There is a Molson with your name on it. You must be of legal drinking age. Well, on this game tonight, the Oilers were asleep for 40 minutes. About 35 minutes got going. You play 20 minutes, you probably don't deserve to win. Third star tonight for the GWG and OT for Buffalo, Alex Stuck. Second star tonight, Josh Doan with a pair of goals. First star tonight, Connor McDavid. The Rogers postgame show is heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. Edmonton returns to action Thursday against the Detroit Red Wings. For my play-by-play partners, Cam Moon, along with Jack Michaels, Rob.
Appreciate it, Gene. Of course, looking forward to those games. Here's McDavid scoring past a prostrate Alex Lyon. 10 seconds into the third. Game on in Edmonton.
The Buffalo bench not too happy. They didn't feel that Ekholm got to the red line here. This should have been icing, as this one was dumped in, but no icing on the call. And it's McDavid that gets there first. It's actually Hyman that gets in there. Just a little spin move to deter the puck from going anywhere else.
McLeod slugged it away from him, but Draisaitl got it back. Emerson, Leon Draisaitl, save, rebound, set there, and score! Podkolzin mashes it home. Lyon froze. He had a chance to cover it, and inexplicably.
And good activation by Darnell Nurse to come down, get to a loose puck, starting to get connected here in the third period. Hasn't been an easy 40 for Edmonton. It seems like everything was going against them, and they couldn't find a way to get one by Lyon. Ellis first, then Lyon once. Ellis left the game, but good job by Podkolzin to stand his ground against.
The return pass, tries Draisaitl trying to sneak it inside. Nugent Hopkins, Bouchard, Nugent Hopkins, shot, rebound, score! Connor McDavid with 1 second left. We're tied.
He stays on this one. That's a good defensive play by Byron. But again, a second man quick on the puck. And then look at this scramble in front of the net. I mean, Lyon is way out to cut down this angle. I know they're looking down at the screens on the Buffalo bench, but nobody's in the blue paint there, I don't think. I think this one's going to count. They're going to certainly have a conversation with the officials. Lindy Ruff has called them over.
Appreciate it.